KonKuma Yaho! Mina! Welcome in! Hi. It looks very like different from our end, right, today? Well, of course, you guys already know what's gonna happen today, and I actually have my best friend waiting in the line. But thank you everybody for coming in. I do want to preface I do want to say that like I might not be able to like say or like comment much back with chat because I will be yapping with my best friend. But when we do have times where we can look at chat, yeah, we'll be reading your chat as well. But we might not be able to respond to everything. And yeah, but today, this is a Donothon reward. So again, I have to say thank you to everybody that donated during my Donathon, and we were able to get my new PC and also my rig for my upcoming outfit. So thank you again. And I thought it would be very fun to bring my best friend because my best friend is amazing and I love her so much and she's so smart, she's so beautiful, and it's great. But anyways, I'm gonna bring her in. I wonder if she can hear me though. Hey.
Hello.
Hi, you want to say hi to chat and introduce yourself?
Hi everyone. I am Gyaru Bestie. But since I've been a Gyaru, it's been like over 10 years, so I don't think I'm much of a Gyaru anymore.
Oh, wait, one second. I don't think she. Wait, one second. I realized I did something wrong. 1 second. You have to probably reintroduce yourself. Say something now.
Hello everybody.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'm Gyaru best friend desu.
I can tell how nervous you are because you sound so like calm right now.
Well, it's also been like over 10 years since I've actually been a proper Gyaru, so I'm kind of more in the Gyaru mama territory, but with no child. So I'm just a loser.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't give chat ammunition because they're gonna use it against you. And I don't think you would like that.
I'm self-deprecating. That's what stand-up comedians do all the time.
Oh.
I'm building rapport with the audience.
Okay, fine. But but like you have to. I feel like my chat will be very nice to you either way because you are a guest at the bakery. So yeah.
Oh, thank you, chat. Please don't bully me.
Yeah,
I'm not a media trade influencer. I will be hurt by mean comments.
Yeah, if you do, I'm gonna be so mad at you guys and I'll ban you left and right, and then you wouldn't want that, right? No, you're not a girl failure problem. No, okay, so the thing with Bestie is that she like if you meet her on the street, she might act like girl failure, but on paper she's so smart and literally girl bossing. So like, yeah. Yeah, but we've known each other for a decade now, right?
13 years.
Ew. 13 years? What the heck? You actually counted?
Yeah, I counted the first year that we met, and then yeah. So it's been that long.
Oh god. I can't believe it. I
know,
can't
it's been a
believe
long
it.
time.
Oh, unlucky 13. Do you have to be careful about that number, Bestie?
No, I like the number 13.
Okay.
It has a kawaii quality to it.
Can you tell me how it has a kawaii quality to it?
I like odd numbers, not even numbers.
Oh, you're so quirky.
Also, 13 is a prime number, I believe.
It is. It is. Well, would you like me to introduce or tell them about how we met each other? Or would you like to say the story of how we met each other?
Okay, I'll say the story of how I met Miss Riko over here.
Mm.
So in the school that we went to, there were different okay, so at the entrance exam for our university. Oh no, I revealed how long we've known each other, and so everybody's gonna figure out how old we are. Oh no.
Do you want to actually reveal the do you want to they're gonna literally call you a hag.
Oh no. Anyways, when I first met Riko, I was like, "Oh, look at this girl. Look at this girl. I sense an American."
Okay, wait. Let me preface this first. This was during the time where I lived in Thailand, and so we went to a international university together. Okay, go on.
I saw Riko sitting next to me. Well, not next to me, but like a few rows down at our entrance exam. And I was like, "Damn, this girl, she got some kind of balayage going on in her hair."
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Uh-huh.
I was like, she didn't go to public school. Oh no. She didn't go to Thai public school. She is either rich and went to international school in Asia, or the more likely scenario is she's probably American.
Yeah.
And I started sniffing her out, and I was like, "Oh, I wonder what if she's gonna be a cool American or a sad American, the kind where they're like losers back home. So that's why they gotta go to Asia to try and build their own persona." But then I actually met her for the first time in an English class, and actually she was so cool and nice, and I talked to her, and it turns out that we both like anime.
Uh-huh.
And at the time, oh shit, this is gonna give our age away, but at the time, Attack on Titan was starting to get really popular, and then we were talking about it, and then Riko would start using the word Titan to refer to anybody and anything that was scary and intimidating. And it was really funny. And then, like, the second day that we knew each other, we skipped class and went to the mall. It was awesome.
No, you forgot the most important part of our how we solidified our friendship.
Okay, you tell it. You tell your version.
Okay, so I was like, so it was after our entrance exam, and she comes up to me, and then she's like, "Oh, are you American?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm American." And so I was like, "Man, your accent is very like it's not like Thai at all, like Thai English. Are you American yourself? Because you sound like a valley girl." And then she was like, no, I went to international school, and all my teachers are from California." And then I went, "Oh, is that right?" And then the first thing this girl asks me is, "Do you like Dr. Phil?" And I said, "I love Dr. Phil."
Yes.
And then that's how we became really good friends, because we love Dr. Phil. And then we started bonding over like Jerry Springer and the Maury Show.
Yes. And later on it also included shows like My 600-pound life and
Yeah.
90-day fiance.
Yeah. And so, but every time we would like be at the library and quietly we would like watch like the Mari show, and then we would or Jerry Springer, and then we'll find out if like the people on the show were actually the baby daddy or not, and then we'll just like look at each other and be like, oh shit, he is the dad.
That's right.
That's right? Yeah.
We
Good
love
times.
Ratchet television.
Yeah, we do. We
And also we bonded over Trisha Paytas.
oh, my our favorite chicken nugget lady.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
Riko, you have a $2 donation from the Panty Stealer. What does Riko smell like?
Oh yeah. You wanna
What
say?
does Riko smell like?
You remember? You have to remember how I smell. You know, you have to.
I would say
I have imprinted
this-
on you, and you have imprinted on me, right?
oh, Riko.
Yeah.
Riko is a fan of scented products, and Riko used to go to this Japanese pharmacy called Tsuruha, and Riko would always buy this body spray. I think it was like a mist or a spray or something, or like a hair cologne.
I have
and
this
it
right
would
in front of
always
me, by the
smell-
way.
It would always smell like roses. So Riko smells like beautiful Japanese roses. Imported.
Damn, I'm surprised you remember this.
I do remember.
You were thinking about onions? Shut the fuck up, guys. But I do like eating onions though. Yeah. Well, that's so funny because I actually have that body mist right in front of me as we speak.
I know you.
You know me. Yeah, you do know me. Thank you, bestie. Okay. Well, let me see. What else? Okay, so I guess I can say the same thing with bestie too, right? About how like what she smells like. So I feel like you don't really do wear that many scents, but what I think it's funny is that you do gravitate to Bath and Body Works sometimes when we were back in Thailand, and you were like sometimes like she would literally go to Bath and Body Works and she'll just smell everything.
Smell everything and touch everything, but don't buy.
Yeah.
Because I'm a brokey.
And then she'll look at me and go, I can make this. And so what she did was she'll go to our university's like lab because she graduated in chemistry, and she would use her lab's stuff because she was like, were you the president of the science club or were you the vice president?
I was I held many positions of increasing responsibility.
Okay. But she would like literally take stuff from the lab, but she was really nice with the she had a really good relationship with her professor. And then she'll just be like, okay, I'm using this. So she'll make like soap and candles and hand sanitizer all to spite Bath and Body Works so she can sell it at our school fair. It was great. And she also took over our school's like an area of our school's like balcony, and she
are you talking about the garden?
Yeah, your little garden.
Yeah,
your little garden.
I made a garden and planted vegetables for everyone.
She's so cottagecore babe.
I'm such a cottagecore babe. That's right.
And
I be a self-sustaining trad wife.
yeah, that's true. You haven't changed since then. You still do your vegetable gardening still now, right?
Yes, but well, I think everybody should grow their own garden
Mm,
because with inflation and the cost of living getting so expensive,
mm.
it's good to have knowledge on where your food comes from.
That's true. That's true. Well,
Battery to Tradwife pipeline. Yeah, that's how it works.
it's true. It's true. But yeah, I like to say that my bestie is very multifaceted. She has the most interesting interest, but it and I feel like I don't meet that many people with her interests, but that makes her super unique and fun to hang out with. But um anyways, we have questions ready from chat, and they sent it through via Marshmallow. So I think what we can do is we'll answer some questions, and then maybe yap and derails from the questions sometimes if you want, and then we can go back to it and stuff like that. But thank you to everybody who sent 12 whopping questions. So thank you again. And are you ready to read the first question of today?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see.
Ooh. So our first question is from Wiggles. And the question is, hello, I was told to be nice, so I'll try my best to be. My question is, what is something you have a happy core memory of?
Does that have to include Rico or can it just be my core memory?
Yours, of course. It doesn't have to be about me
Oh,
all the time.
okay.
Yeah.
So since Chad has already established that we're both hags,
Hey.
one of my happiest core memories, and this is gonna be really sad,
Oh.
is
Mm,
on in the uh in the spring of my junior year of high school,
mm.
a life-changing game called Persona 4 for the PlayStation 2 came out, and I had gone to this bootleg video game store in the mall in Thailand and bought the Japanese copy, and I put it in my PS2, and I was like, I watch a lot of anime. I'm sure if I just listen to the audio, I'll be able to play this game. And that wasn't the case. I realized I had to wait for the English version to come out. So I had to wait that entire summer. And then I think it was in the fall when the English version came out. And I went back to that same video game store and I told the guy, now I want to play Persona 4 in English. And then he had it and he sold it to me for 100 baht. So that is roughly
Like
like $3
$3.
US.
Yeah.
And then I put it in my PlayStation 2 and I literally played Persona 4 for like an entire week. I told my mom that I was sick, and then so she didn't let me go to so I didn't have to go to school, and I would like pretend I was sick and just lie in bed and be like, "Oh, I feel so bad." But actually, I was grinding Persona 4 like crazy, dog.
Oh my god, you're such a delinquent.
I know, I'm such a delinquent, right? I'm a bad girl. I be delving into that escapism through anime games,
Yeah.
dog. I didn't have any friends in real life, but every time I played a Persona game, I was like, I have all these friends. We go on adventures together. We go in the TV. I get these cool glasses.
Mm.
Yeah,
Aw. I like
that
that.
that yeah.
That's a nice memory. I don't think I've ever heard about this memory from you.
Well, it's also a little bit sad to be honest. I'm a little embarrassed by it
Why?
because I basically recreated the same thing when uh GTA 5 came out. Uh
Yeah.
First year of university, GTA 5 came out and
Uh-huh.
I pre it was the first game I've ever pre-ordered and I
Mm.
literally played GTA 5 like I started playing and I didn't stop until the game was over. But because I'm not actually I'm kind of a bad gamer. I
Mm.
just like play for the story. I didn't do all the stunts or like get all the Easter eggs and whatnot. So like luckily I just wanted to play and like know the story, or else I would have really, really gone off the deep end.
Mm.
And then this happened again as an adult.
What?
As an adult with a full-time job
Yeah.
and a mortgage to pay,
Yeah.
I last year, from November to December, I literally played Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2 back to back.
Oh yeah, you did
And
you told me about this. Yeah.
yeah, ignored my friends, ignored my family, ignored my cat, ignored everything, ignored all responsibilities. I did have to go to work because the economy's bad and I'm afraid of job hunting. So, but it's like got to the point where I was like playing during my lunch break because I work from home, and
Yes.
it was like yeah, it was bad. I don't know if this is ever going to stop. I feel like I'm definitely a binge gamer, which is
That's
very
true.
unhealthy.
That's true. So like what she'll do is that she'll have like super fixations on something, right? But then once she like once she's like, "Oh no. Yada. I have ignored my responsibilities and stuff like that." She'll like drop it from there and not like touch it for whatever. This is like especially with manga. She'll be like, "Oh, I don't want to read Attack on Titan anymore, blah blah blah." But then she'll revisit it like years after, and then from there she'll just like binge it again.
Yes, Attack on Titan. Okay, so this is what happened.
Mm.
When I was following Attack on Titan, it was like during the serialization of the manga, and they were monthly releases.
Yes.
And you know, a lot of things happen in a month. So how can you possibly remember what happened in the last chapter? So that's why I had to give up on that shit. Dog, my memory ain't good, and the older I get, the more stupider I become.
No, don't say that. You're not stupid. You're not stupid.
And so I literally had to wait until Attack on Titan was completely finished. Like the manga was also done. Like, what is it? Season 4, part 2 came out, or was it like part 2 or 3 or whatever? Like the manga had to be completely done. And I remember this was like during COVID, and I was like going back to Thailand from Canada. So, and like it was during quarantine, so I also had to quarantine for like 2 or 3 days in in a hotel. So I literally, like, from the time that the plane took off, I started watching Attack on Titan non-stop until I finished the entire series. And then I was like, oh my fucking god. Holy shit, this was amazing. What the hell? And then people on Reddit, dog, those Redditors, they were
Yeah.
like, oh, I really hate how the anime is like so bad, blah 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 blah. You gotta read the manga. So I'm like, okay, now I have to read the manga. So I watch Attack on Titan anime every single episode within the span of like 4 days, and then I read the entire manga
Yes.
in like 3 days.
And do you
And
regret it or no?
I regret it because I didn't like the ending. The ending made me very upset. Like the last arc made me really angry because it just didn't make any sense. It made no sense whatsoever without spoiling it for the chat. But it was like the last arc just didn't sit right with me. But I felt comforted by knowing that even though the ending was bad, it was still a pretty good story up until the end. And I didn't have to wait month after month for a new story to come out, new chapter to come out for like over a decade, which is what I did for Game of Thrones, and that's a whole different story. But I'm sure a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about.
I never got into Game of Thrones, but I know a lot of people got angry for the ending of it. Well, thank you for your question, Wiggles, for that. Yeah. I hope everyone's doing good so far. I see everyone's attacking each other for some reason. Okay. So our next question is, hi, Riko's Garu friend. I got a question. Does Riko yap too much?
So Riko is definitely a yapper, but she also has a life. So, but I noticed
Yeah.
that recently because Riko is getting more and more busier with her life every day, that she'll find little moments to yap to me. Like she'll call me and she'll be in like the drive-through for In and Out. And she'll be like saying something really emotional, being very vulnerable to me, and then suddenly I hear her saying, "Hi, can I please get a double with animal fries, please? And also a strawberry milkshake?"
The milkshake I don't say. I don't get myself a milkshake, but yeah, the double is kind of correct.
Yes, and then she'll get back to our very emotional conversation, and then suddenly she'll pull away again and be like, "Oh, thank you so much for the food," and then I hear the credit card terminal tapping sound.
Yeah. You know. Wait. But you. I feel like you are pretty good at yapping as well, because like, if you meet Bestie for the first time, she's like she could be very shy and has like that social anxiety type of thing, but once she feels comfortable with you, she'll yap and yap and with no ending. But the thing is funny is she'll yap, she'll be like, and once she's tired, she's like, okay, I'm done, bye. And go.
It's because I'm like a baby. If I'm tired and run out of energy, I need to go to sleep.
That's literally what she is. Like if you don't know if she, okay, when she's awake for not that long, because she'll be like working or whatnot, right? But right at a certain time of the day, she'll get super eepy. And she'll be like, oh, like back in college, she'll be like, oh, Riko, soro netai desu. And then she'll like go to like our friend's like dorm, and then she'll just fall asleep and die for like a couple hours, and then she'll wake up and she'll be like good again, and then afterwards she'll just like die again. It's like it's really, I don't know, it's like she'll have a lot of energy, but her energy will be like gone really fast usually, and she'll just go to sleep.
I
Right?
can't help it. It's because I get so tired.
So easily.
It's because, yeah,
But it's cute.
gotta use a lot of energy to sustain all this brain power, you know?
You know, one of my favorite memories of you is that like when I went to sleep over at your house, right? We were talking to each other, and I think we were just like, you know, gossiping or whatever. And she'll like let's say, okay, this would be the conversation. She'd be like, wow, so and so broke up with this person, isn't that so crazy? Yeah, like fuck them. And literally I'll hear huh? What just happened? How is that possible? How did she just fall asleep like mid sentence and fall asleep?
I don't know how it happens either, but I'm told,
Yeah.
I've been told by many people that this is a gift.
Yeah, totally.
Because I can fall asleep at any time, anywhere, in any condition. all I have to do is close my eyes and lean back more than 45 degrees.
Way to call your friend being a snore. Nah, no snore.
Actually, I did go get an assessment for sleep apnea.
Oh,
And so the government of Canada,
yeah.
if your sleep apnea is bad enough, they will give you a free CPAP machine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this lady told me that my sleep apnea wasn't bad enough, so I couldn't get a free CPAP machine. So I was like, dog, that's too expensive. It's like $3,000. I can't afford that.
Well, thank goodness. No, Riko was just being boring. No, she was the one talking. She literally was the one talking, and then she fell asleep mid-sentence. So, like, am I the one being boring? She was just getting tired.
I also realized that when I talk, it's like if I'm with people I'm comfortable with and I don't stop talking, it's because it's like, you know, when you fidget, when people like fidget with their twiddle their thumbs or they
Yes.
shake their leg.
Yes.
That's literally me. Like I do that just talking, but it's because my brain is trying to find activity to do.
That's so cute. Also, Nemcro, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, we got raided just now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Do you
don't know what that
means?
because I'm a boomer who doesn't watch streams.
Okay, it's basically when another channel sends their viewers to another channel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, well, anyways, KonKuma Yaho, Kumae Riko desu. I might look like a bear, but I'm not a bear VTuber. I'm with my best friend right now. Yeah.
I feel like I learned so much today. I feel so hip and young. I learned how to use Discord. And now I'm learning about stream rating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah? And? Do you feel...
I feel young. I feel young again.
Would you ever do this again?
Sure, I would.
Oh, wow. You're so hip and young. I'm making you so young, huh? Okay. Okay, our next question is what's your guilty pleasure anime or any series in general? Uwu.
Ooh, okay. It's a I'm sorry, chat, but this is a side effect of being a millennial and growing up on the internet. But I really like BL. And so basically any yaoi anime is my guilty pleasure. And whenever I tell Riko about it, she just kind of stares at me blankly like I'm an alien.
Yeah, because I'm not a fujoshi. Like I read more, like, you know that I read Yuri. I rather read Yuri than yaoi most of the time. But
yes.
But which one in particular though is your favorite?
Okay, so my favorite is this anime. I don't remember what year it's from, but it was from when I was in like middle school. It's called Junjo Romantica. It's like
I think I know what you're talking about. Okay, yeah.
It's very kawaii, but there's also another guilty pleasure anime that I really like. And I don't know if some of this chat knows about it, but it was like airing like I think like 5 years ago. It's called Redo of Healer. And I just really liked it because it was so crazy. Like,
wait,
it was like so laughably bad.
Is that
like
the NTR one?
Male... What?
Is that the NTR one?
No. I don't know if it's I don't know if it can be classified as NTR, but basically it's like total like male wish fulfillment where you have this like loser character and then suddenly he just becomes like super jacked and like super powerful, and then he just like gets revenge on everyone. It's just like I just couldn't stop watching it because I wanted to see how much more deranged it could get.
Yeah, I do remember that. It's the revenge harem series. Yes, I remember
Redo
that.
a healer. Yeah.
Wasn't the animation really horrible?
It was really bad, and like like the lewd scenes are like literally like 2 frames.
Really?
It was
Huh.
just really funny.
Women love that series? Really? Women love that.
Really, I don't know if women love that series, but I also don't really like go on the internet to read anime discourse.
Uh-huh.
So
Well,
maybe women do love that series.
how would you rate it after going through all of that?
I would rate it 10 out of 10 for entertainment quality.
Yeah.
Uh, 2 out of 10 for literary quality.
Okay.
And overall, I would say because it entertained me so much and it was so like I don't know, it was just like it was weird. Like I can't imagine I maybe because I haven't watched enough anime like that, but
Mm.
I can't recall another anime that was like that. It was like definitely very unique. Well, now
Oh,
there's like all these isekai anime, so like I think a lot of them are quite similar, I guess.
yes.
But I'd say overall it's like a 4 out of 10.
Oh, okay. Okay, okay. Um, hmm. Wait, did we bond over this one anime called Gaku and Handsome? I don't remember. But I was
Gaku and Handsome. I don't know.
it's an anime, or it used to have been a visual novel, but it became an anime adaptation, and it makes fun of yaoi story plots.
Gaku and Handsome. Let me
Yes.
let me Google this.
The art's
Gaku and
amazing.
Handsome.
The art's
Holy
amazing.
shit, the art is amazing.
Yeah, right? I think you'll like it.
Okay, I will put it on my Mal account.
One thing I learned about being on the internet is the more demented it is, the more likely a woman created it. Oh.
That's true. That's true.
Okay. So next one is, on a scale to 1 to 10, how would you rate your Gyaru-chan style?
Oh, I think now I just look like I've been told before that I kind of look like an Asian international student,
No
but not
way.
the not the cool one that like shows up at school in like uh in
In
like a BMW and has like a Hermes handbag. It's more like the lame one that has like the big brown circle glasses and like messy hair. So right now, my Gyaru-chan style is a solid 0 out of 10. But when I was in university,
Oh yes, I
I
remember
like
this.
I bleached my hair one time because I don't know why, but I just thought that I got inspired and I wanted to like look like an American ABG, even though I've only ever lived in America for 1 year for study abroad, and it wasn't even in Southern California. So I bleached my hair and it didn't go blonde. It just went orange. And
Yes.
so somehow it made me look even more like a Gyaru. So I would say that at that time, my Gyaru-chan style was a solid 6 out of 10.
I think that back then, because of our school uniform for college, it made you look super gyaru.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but your regular clothes wasn't gyaru enough.
Okay, so how would you rate my Gyaru-chan style, Riko?
Okay, so in school, like because in okay, so if you guys didn't know, in Thailand, when you go to university, we have a school uniform, and then the school uniform for the university for a woman is usually like a white button up shirt that's like kind of like see-through, so it's very like sexy and form-fitting. But the skirt, you can either have like a black pencil skirt, very short, or like pleated long skirt. And bestie was the type who didn't really wear the short like pencil skirt. She would wear the like long pleated skirt. So sometimes depending depending on you walked and stuff like that, it didn't really seem gyaru like to me. It looked more Yankee.
I look like a what is it? Like a sukeban?
Yeah.
One-chan?
Yes. And then but because she would during the time she would put on makeup time to time and stuff like that, that's when it made it look like you were a gyaru in the sense. But when we like on our private time where our regular like clothes, you dress okay. Back then you dressed more girly than now, because now you're more relaxed, you like and stuff. But I would rate it, you know what, okay, I'll give you a 6 out of 10 as well, because like if you wore a dress and stuff like that, it looked very gyaru like. But if you didn't, and because sometimes she would just literally wear like the Southeast Asian uniform, meaning like shorts and a t-shirt, it didn't really look gyaru, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And now because I live in the frozen tundra, I just look like a white person.
You just dress very Canadian. Yeah. It's kind of interesting how your style has changed throughout the years. Like now she's like, you know, in band tees and like
Sweatpants.
Yeah, sweatpants, and then maybe occasionally a flannel shirt type of thing. And then
Yes.
Yeah. But now your hair is just straight up black. It's no dyed hair whatsoever.
I'm wearing a Bucky's t-shirt right now.
But Bucky's American. It's not Canadian.
I know, but I thought I should just let you know because I love Bucky's.
Okay. Okay, our next question. It's hi Riko. Hi Riko's bestie. Hopefully you're both doing well. My question for both of you are, who has a bigger appetite between the two of you, and what is your go-to meal eating out? Regards, ASN.
Well,
yeah.
I think that the person who has the bigger appetite, it really alternates.
Okay.
Because while we were living in the same country, I came from a very healthy household of a family that makes sure that I eat 3 meals a day.
Oh, but like her family is like, her parents are like super healthy. That like no processed food during the week type of like healthy. Yeah. Okay, go on.
Yeah, so I feel like I have a bigger appetite during meal times, but Riko has a appetite where she can eat snacks at any time of the day.
Yeah. That's kind of true. But like, I feel like it really depends on like what we like to eat and stuff. But I do think we do have a really big appetite for a lot of things. It just depends on like what we like at the moment.
Yes.
And stuff.
And our go-to meal while eating out is, in Thailand, there's this dessert chain called After You. And we would go there to have like dessert, and I really miss that place.
Yeah. So like for Bestie, the one thing that she can't say no to is chocolate lava cake. She's like, she loves her chocolate lava cake so much. And then for me, I really like the honey toast, Shibuya honey toast. It was so delicious too. And then so it will be funny because like we'll go around, like we'll hang out the whole day, but somehow we will make sure to have our dessert.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, we're just that two sweet girlies in that place. Oh yeah, Cassie, you went to Thailand recently, so he went to eat at After You.
After
Yeah,
you're so overpriced now, though.
that's true. Is
It
the
was
portions really small?
it was always overpriced, but now it's like expensive, even more expensive, and the portions keep getting smaller and smaller.
Oh. Hmm. Well, how small it is last time you went? Because I haven't been to Thailand for like 4 years but now, I think, or 5. Like, how small would you compare it to when we had After You in college?
Definitely like a lot smaller. I would say probably like 2/3 of the size of a regular cake from before.
Oh, oh no. Yeah. But like After You is very popular. Like they would have like desserts like milk crepe, which is like bunch of crepe that are like stacked over each other, that is held by like pastry cream, and then they would sell slices of that, and then you would have to put in like their strawberry sauce on top. Ooh, so delicious. And then they would have like all these other like really delicious goodies and stuff. Do you remember the price of it though? Because I don't remember the price of
I
After
don't
You.
remember either.
Mm,
I think of everything in terms of Canadian dollars now.
of course, of course, of course. Okay, let's see. But our go-to meal, savory wise, I've noticed is Bessie is very simple. She like even though like no matter what, when we're together, it's either like fried chicken, like Korean fried chicken. She loves that, or another thing called wingstop, which is like a KFC chicken that is like doused in like Thai spices. And if not those, like fried chicken in general, she's always down to eat pad krapao with a with a sunny side up egg on top. Am I correct?
Yes, that's right. That's what I ate every day at the cafeteria in university.
Do you remember my order back in university at the
You would
cafeteria?
you would have noodles.
Yeah! Oh my god, you do remember! Oh my
Yes, you
god.
would have noodles. And then I
Yeah!
would always be so confused because I'd be like, how can you eat noodles? It's like super hot outside. It's like 45 degrees. How is this bitch eating noodles?
It's so good though. Okay, so my order when I was in university at our canteen, like our canteen food was so cheap. I still miss eating there because like literally a plate of food would be like 60 baht maybe, right? 60 baht,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, which is like
yes.
around like roughly like
Like
$2,
a dollar and
$3.
a half, $2.
Yeah, $2, something like that. And then so my order every time was we had really well-known like tom yum noodles, which is basically like it was called tom yum nom sot, which is noodles that are in a really nice pork broth flavored like tom yum style, so it's like spicy, sour, sweet, salty all at once. And they would put a little bit of milk in it, so that's how it became really creamy. But I became besties with the owners of the place because I would ask them for their like for the bone, the soup bones from the place, because this because they would give it to me for free. And what I loved to do was I would just gnaw on the soup, the pork bones, because they would have like really delicious like meat on it, but also it had like cartilage and bone marrow. It was so delicious. It was so good. I really highly recommend it. Yeah, delicious.
Oishi desu.
Oishi ne, oishi ne. But then if we wanted to be fancy and we had money, then we would eat sushi, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Not dog VTuber. Chad, I think she's a bear now. I'm not. Okay, next one. It's, what is your most uncomfortable outfit malfunction that happens daily? For me, it's my sock sliding down halfway on my foot in my boot.
I have to think about that. I don't think that I don't think that outfit malfunctions are supposed to happen daily. So, Mr. Wiggles, if your sock is always sliding down your foot in your boot, you should either check the fit of your boot or check the fit of your socks, because that should not be happening all the time.
Are you calling him out?
But I have experienced that before, and it is really uncomfortable. I would say that like a outfit malfunction that happens for me is I really hate it when you're wearing in the winter, when you're wearing layers.
Yeah.
And you're wearing like a jacket or a hoodie, like a hoodie and then a jacket on top. But then you feel that your base layer, which would like for me would be just like a t-shirt, is like riding up on my body. And it would just feel so uncomfortable and I would hate it. And then like I would just like the anger of me feeling the sensation of my shirt riding up on my body would just make me so angry that I would like start feeling hot. Which it works really well in the winter because like the anger kind of warms me. So what I do now is I always tuck my shirt into my pants. I don't know if this means that I'm on the spectrum because like uncomfortableness of clothing just makes me rage.
Does it really?
Yes.
I thought you would probably say like, oh, if like let's say your bra strap wasn't fitted and it rides down, that annoys me so much for me.
That annoys me too, but I feel like it doesn't happen much to me anymore because I buy all my bras from Uniqlo and it's like they're the really comfy ones.
Yeah.
And I never have a problem with them. So you should try that, Riko.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine with my bra now, but I'm just saying like that could be a thing, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Let me think about me. I think that like what annoys me sometimes is like, you know, when you're like wearing like shorts for like running and stuff, and sometimes like, you know, like the shorts where they have inner like lining where it kind of compresses your thighs a bit.
Yes.
Yeah, for me like,
oh, not like the built-in underwear kind.
Well, sometimes with the built-in underwear too, but it would annoy me that sometimes when you're like running and then like that fabric rides up because of like chafing or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's really annoying.
Yeah, right.
That's super annoying. Okay, that's my most hate. That is my I scratched the shirt riding up in your jacket during the winter thing. That is my most hated thing. When you're wearing a dress,
Yes.
or you're wearing like shorts, and they ride up. That is the thing that I hate the most.
Me too. Yeah. Or like when you're in public and you have like a wedgie, and you can't really pick at it.
And if you pick at it, people think that you're like challenged.
Yeah. Wiggle says that my sock slides because I'm kicking a lot of container door handles at work if I'm on a tipper.
Container door handles, eh?
Mm.
But aren't container door handles like pretty high up, bro? You like karate kicking that shit every day?
I guess so. Okay. Well, thank you for your question again, Wiggles. We'll move on to the next one. Do you care for any pets? If so, what is your favorite animal breed to have? This person says, I tend to like bigger dogs more than small or standard sized ones. Probably because the bigger dogs are usually better trained, smarter too, at least to a point.
So Riko, I think you know the answer to this.
She's
I'm a cat lady.
Yeah. For the longest time I've known her, she's always had a cat. But then when you were like younger, like childhood, you used to have a dog, right?
Yes, I had a Labrador Retriever.
Mm.
And he would be so mean to me, but he would also be really sweet to me.
Aw.
But I don't like dogs because I don't know, they just get too excited. I like how cats like to give me emotional damage. They do that push and pull thing where if I try to give them attention, they'll pull away. But if I ignore them, they'll come to me.
That's true. You want to earn their love, right? Kind of.
Yes, that's right. I think of it like dogs are more like Pokemon because like no matter what, they'll obey you because they're dogs and they live for humans. But cats are more like Digimon because they're your friend. You have to earn their trust. They're your partner.
So it's a kink, Teabaggin says.
Maybe.
You know what? That kind of makes sense. You kind of like aloof people.
I guess so. It is true.
I see. Well, like when I first met Bestie, I've always known her to have a cat, and I didn't understand the appeal of cats because her cat was so mean back then. She had a senior cat that she adopted, and I was like, oh my god, this cat's so mean. She doesn't want to say hi to me. But then slowly her cat would warm up to me, and then I understood about her, like I understood her what she talked about, like how gaining the trust of a cat feels very nice. おかみさんいらっしゃい。やリコちゃん。今日の配信ね、親友と配信します。Yeah. Hello, welcome in. Yeah, so but yeah, she was like, "Oh, yeah, Riko, you don't really understand. Like cats are so lovable. They're so cute, blah blah blah." And then now I have 2 cats. And I understand it.
You have more cats than me.
Huh?
You have more cats than me.
That's
because
true.
I can only have 1 cat at a time.
You know, she has a really cute cat. It's a calico cat. And her cat's markings are so funny because she literally has a penis-shaped marking on her face, and it's so funny. She's so cute.
Yes, and she's disabled. She has only 1 functioning eye.
Oh yeah, and she's so slow too, right?
And she can't jump. And she's
so
chubby.
fat. She's so cute. Like, usually you would imagine cats to be very like quick, especially with their reflexes and stuff. But like her cat, when you like annoy her, like the way she swats is so slow. It takes like 10 seconds for her to actually hit a person. It's so cute. Yeah. Riko's a lonely cat lady. No, I'm not lonely. What are you talking about?
Yeah, she has her cats. She's not lonely.
I'm not lonely at all. What are you talking about, bozo? But yeah, I did grow up with like having dogs, and I do agree with that idea of like sometimes the energy of dogs are a little bit too stimulating, don't you think?
I agree.
Yeah. And then like the way they react to things, they always bark too. So it kind of like overloads the brain for me.
Yes, it hurts my ears when dogs bark.
Mm.
I like
Yeah.
cats because they're quiet and when they meow or make noise, it's always very funny.
But if I were to choose like what size dog I like usually, um I do like medium-sized dogs because I like the portability of them, and they're still very like there's still some surface area that you could still hug them. You know, a big dog, I do like big dogs, but then you know it's just really hard to like to walk them around and stuff like that. But yeah, don't overstimulate your dog. Well, I don't know about other people's dogs, but you should tell that to other people's dogs in general to not be like that, huh?
Also, dogs can just bark for no reason. If they
Yeah.
even sense, like, you know, like animals, they have like good hearing, they have good like sense of smell.
Mm-hmm.
They'll just react to things that you don't even know are coming. Like mailman comes close to your door,
Oh yeah.
they just start going crazy.
Yeah, and just and cats just go
Yes.
okay.
And they stare at a corner.
That's true. Next one. Hopefully this is a fun question. You're challenged to a duel in a melee combat, bestie. Pick one of the following weapons and your reasons for why you would take this weapon into battle. For this person is they use they said La Chancla, a small tungsten cube in a sling, a baseball bat size can of hairspray, a 1/4 scale bunny girl figurine, a Nerf rifle for bashing only, a butterfly knife, but there is a comb in place of the blade. Just thinking. Yeah, what would you pick?
What would I pick?
Mm.
Well, I don't know. Maybe a pitchfork, because it can be pretty brutal if I stab somebody with it.
Yeah, but I think they're asking you to pick this list of things.
Oh!
Yeah.
Pick one of the following weapons.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I have bad reading comprehension. English is not my first language. I would pick I think I would pick a baseball bat size can of hairspray, because if I spray somebody with it, they might just get annoyed and leave me alone.
Oh, but do you think you'll be able to aim the spray? Well,
yeah, well, like, you know, so I live in Canada, and I live in like the most ghettoest part of Canada. That's right above North Dakota. And because mace and firearms are illegal where I live, all the ghetto kids, they have turf wars by using bear mace.
Oh, really?
So I will just channel my inner hood rat and spray hairspray at them like bear mace.
Oh wow, I never knew that from you.
Yeah, it's true. Also, I already did this once before.
Yeah?
Because as I mentioned, pepper spray is illegal in Canada. When I did my road trip in the States last year, I was walking around with hairspray in my bag.
Hairspray. Oh, but pepper spray is illegal in Canada?
Yes.
I never knew that. What the heck?
Yeah, it's illegal here.
What?
It's
So,
illegal here. At, like, the government doesn't want you to protect yourself, and if you go to the doctor, they'll ask you if you've considered committing suicide.
eh?
It's called MAID.
Eh? We have a Canadian chat, and they said anything.
Medical assistance in dying is what it stands for.
Eh? Huh? Wow. I would. Wow. But then again, you guys don't have any guns, right?
There's guns, but it's for hunting.
Oh, that's true. I forgot.
If you shoot a person, that's like a big deal. Like you're in big trouble. We don't have castle law here.
So like most
or like castle doctrine or like stand your ground. We don't have that shit here.
So most of the time when people do like commit something, they usually use like a knife or something. Or
So Riko,
Yeah?
I think I've talked to you about this before, but there's a reason why Canadian serial killers are so much more gruesome than American ones, because they have to be really creative with how they murder their targets.
Oh, okay.
Like there's a serial killer from like the 80s or the 90s. I forget. His name is Robert Picton, and he's from British Columbia.
Yeah.
But basically, what he would do is he would kidnap prostitutes. He'd like beat them over the head with a shovel, so they pass out, and then bring them to his pig farm. And trigger warning for the chat.
Yeah.
I'm about to describe some gruesome shit, but he would basically like feed these prostitutes to the pigs in his farm.
Oh my god. And
yeah, like I said, people here have to be creative when they kill their targets.
How are they able to find out that he did all of that? Surveillance?
I don't know actually, but like he had a lot of influence because he was like a super rich guy from his hog farm.
Uh-huh. You know what, the thing that I do think that's kind of funny though, like when I went to visit you in Canada, like while you were driving, you were like, "Oh my god, someone got stabbed the other day in our city." And then I had no reaction to it.
Yes. It's because you live in Riko land. It's normal.
It's normal. I'm like, what? People get stabbed here left and right. Okay. But you were like, oh my god, I'm like shaking to my core. I'm like, oh, okay. That's a normal day.
I live in literally the most dangerous city in Canada per capita.
Yeah. Oh my god, wait, chat. So when I went to visit Bestie, she took me to a 7-Eleven because she needed to get gas for her car. And so she was like, "Riko, you have to be careful, okay? Like the people around here are pretty dangerous." And so I was like, "Okay, got it." So I went in to buy myself a Coke, and I didn't feel threatened at all, but it was so funny because all these people who were considered to be like ghetto in her town, they were all dressed up like they were stuck in the 90s, but it was like 90s hip hop type of like look. They were all in like cheetah print sweatpants, but they were wearing like chains, like gold chains and stuff like that. And then they had like a huge like pendant font that was like gold. They were Gyaru. No, it felt like Snoop Dogg, but not like they weren't black or anything like that. They were just like,
also, you know, like those skate shoes from the 2000s with a really big tongue.
Yeah, like that.
They're coming back. They're popular again.
No way. Yeah, but they came up to me and they were like, they're like, where are you from? And then like they had that accent, right? Like blaccent accent. And I'm like, you're not even black, but like, okay. But they're like, where are you from? And I'm like, oh, I'm from Rico Land. And they're like, oh shit, Rico Land, oh shit. and then Bessie came in. She was like, you have to go. They're dangerous.
They'll spray you with bear mace.
You have to go now, Rico. They're dangerous. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's so silly. Okay, for me, if I were to pick a weapon for that was I think I would use a Nerf rifle for bashing only. I think I'm pretty good at punching things in general and do blunt force.
Remember in Minecraft?
No, but my Thai genes are so strong. I can just do Muay Thai if I needed to. with my Nerf gun. Yeah.
With the Nerf gun.
With my Nerf gun for blunting. Okay. Are you having fun so far, bestie?
Yes, I am.
Yee.
We got to talk a little bit about true crime.
Yeah. Okay, so next one. What hobbies do you both share? Do you have a hobby or interest that your BFF is not into?
So, as we previously described, Riko and I really enjoy watching trashy reality television. So that is definitely a hobby that we both share. No, Riko is not into BL. That is something that I am into that she is not. And another interest, of course, is anime and video games because we're dirty weebs. But I would say that we're different flavors of weebs. And Riko has a more consistent streak of playing video games, whereas I'm very much a binge player.
That's true. That's true. Oh yeah, we also share our love for looking at Insta baddies, right?
That's right. We would share pictures of Insta baddies to each other, especially if they're in like really lewd clothing, because we just be like, oh damn, this girl is she's so scandalous.
Yeah.
But in a good way.
Yeah. And then we'd be like, damn, her cake is actually caking. How do we get that?
Her BBL on point.
Yeah, we would literally find so in Thailand we have this thing called Pretty, which is like, I guess, our own version of influencers in Thailand, where they're usually found doing MC work at like conventions or like car meets.
So they're like they're like girls who would like they would like, how to describe this? At like motor shows or like car shows, there will always be pretty girls standing around. So this is where this line of work originated from. And like, so the ones that get paid more are the ones that are actually talking. Like they're like knowledgeable about the product, and they're basically salespeople or like advertisers. But they still look pretty. And like the really charismatic ones somehow all became influencers. And there was this idol band girl group that was like all pretties. And what was it called, Tassie? What was it called, Riko? I think it was called like One Nine Stand or something.
Yes. One Night Stand.
And like, and there would be like and they came out with like this awful music video, and it was really funny because like
Hey, they were
these
pretty
girls
popular.
they couldn't sing at all, and they couldn't dance. They
Yeah,
just looked pretty, but
yeah,
I was like so amazed because they totally capitalized the hell out of themselves. I was
yeah.
actually really jealous. I was like, damn,
But
it's
we
too
would.
late for me. Why did I pursue higher education?
No, but like usually the look of a pretty would be like they would be like heavily plastic surgeried, but they would have really, really voluminous like hair with big old fatty tits and a big old butt, and but they were really pretty and everything like that. But me and her will try to like find who would have the most like the most spiciest photo of the day on Instagram, and we would literally send each other our findings.
Yes. And
We
this
kind
is before,
Yes.
in the time before when a lot of these influencers were not media trained.
Yeah.
So sometimes they would like get, because they have a platform. So if they got in a fight with their boyfriend or they got in a fight with like other influencers, they'll just like put them on blast on the internet. And
That's
it would be like
true.
free entertainment.
That's true. That's true. Hi, welcome in. Yeah, I don't know. We literally had competitive thought watching. But do you remember that one time when we went um to a Japan Fest at Central World? Do you
Oh
remember?
yeah, and there were those Japanese dancers.
Yeah,
I
Cyber
forgot what they were
Japan.
called.
Cyber
But
Japan.
Cyber Japan, and they were literally like strippers, but they were not stripping. But they were like
No.
doing they were doing like this dance routine, and it was kind of scandalous.
Yeah, but it was like
But
under
but
with but
but
it had music was EDM, right? And we're like
yeah, and then I was like, oh, this is so interesting. I'm gonna look them up. And then like the stuff that they had in Japan was like literally stripping. Like they were like on poles and taking their clothes off and shit. I was
yeah.
like, God
Yeah,
damn,
but we
what
were
the
very
hell?
but we were like watching them with in admiration and awe that we're like, wow, this is their life that we will never be able to do, but like this is good for them, and we would just watch.
Yes. Yeah, it's the we yeah, I miss those days with the Thought Patrol.
Our favorite. Well, we did talk about how we always wanted to be an e-girl, right? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, Dusty. Oh my god, we just both slipped up. It's okay. It's all good. That's all good, right? Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, we were just really into like the whole like e-girl stuff, and like did we ever bond over, did we even bond over like what's it called? Like streamer drama? I don't think we did we?
No, I don't think so because I don't watch streamers.
Mm.
It takes too much time and energy.
And Riko actually became one. No, I didn't become one. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Riko did become a super e-girl.
You think so? No.
Yes.
I'm asking you for real. Do you really think so?
You have 36 Sims watching you right now.
No, they're just pity watching me, right?
You have orbiters.
Orbiters. We are. Rico silence. Not wrong. I am pity watching. No. I like to think that they think I'm entertaining, right?
You are very entertaining. I do watch your streams sometimes covertly, but
You
because
do?
you stream so late and I'm so eepy,
Yeah.
I can't watch for long.
But you do watch my streams?
Sometimes.
Oh, wait. That's
But you
actually...
stream too late. I get too eepy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. But that time is the only time it works for me usually. Yeah.
That is true. You gotta capitalize on your pity watchers.
What are like streams that you do end up clicking usually for me?
I like the ones where you're reviewing TLC shows.
I haven't done that in a while,
Those are
though.
like 8 hours. Yes, that is true.
Yeah, only appear on DJ hours. So you like those? Like the more talking, casual streams like that and reacting?
Yes.
You want me to be a React Andy for that?
Yes.
Wait, maybe that's my calling. If my bestie thinks that I like that React Andy content is my calling, maybe I should be doing that more. No, guys.
There's a Riko. There is a, I guess he's not really a VTuber. He's more like a avatar having video essay YouTuber, but his name is Mujin.
Oh yeah. He is a VTuber.
I really like his videos because he would he would summarize all this drama, so I don't have to seek it out myself.
You know what's kind of funny? Cause bestie will literally send me like his videos, and she'd be like, Riko, have you seen this before? This happened. And it's like, okay, I think the one that I thought was really funny, but if she was like so late to tell me about it, but I already knew because, you know, Twitter was like the Doki Bird situation. And she'd be like, oh my God, have you heard of Doki Bird? Have you ever heard of Niji Sanji? And I'll be like, bestie, that news came out like 6 months ago. And then she'd be like, no, but it's crazy.
It's because I'm an old boomer. I'm a hag.
I know, it's so funny. It takes her like 6 months, and but the one thing I do think that was like, the one thing I think that was very surprising recently that I didn't even know about was like what was it? Twitch streamers getting drugged because they went to like TwitchCon or something. You sent me that
it was
one.
like it was like a after party, and there was like a VTuber that got drugged.
Yeah.
But luckily she had friends with her, so she got protected or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
it was in a Mujin video that I learned about this.
You know what would be really funny is I give you a list of like VTubers, like, and then I'll see if you actually know who they are, and you can guess whether they're corpo or indie VTubers. That might be fun.
I just know Guargura, who graduated recently.
No, she's not graduated yet, but soon.
No. Oh, soon. It has been announced.
Yeah, it has been announced. Also, you do know who Gura is. Okay.
It's because internet losers tell me about her.
Internet losers! Damn! Wait. Who else do you know in VTubing?
I know Kisuna I.
Okay.
And I know the dog. The dog. What's her
dogs?
Name? The dog.
Which dog?
Yeah,
there's many dogs.
The popular one, the Japanese one.
Okay. What does she look like?
I think it's a hollow. It's a Hololive dog. It's like
okay.
She has like floppy ears and brown hair. Yeah,
Oh,
Korone. Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay. You do know Korone. Okay. I just wanted to see if she knew. Wow, I think that'd be really
honestly,
funny
there's
to do
way
that.
too many VTubers. They're like Toho characters. They're like Toho girls.
Yeah. Fair enough, bestie. Okay. But yeah, would you be down if like in the future, not of course like now, but like in the future, would you be down to trying to guess which is an indie and a corpo VTuber?
Yes. I would be interested, and I'll give a full breakdown on why I think they are corpo or indie.
Chad, would you be interested in seeing that? Let me know so we can figure out the logistics. Maybe in a few months or so. So yeah. Okay.
Next question.
Riko said she wasn't cool back in school. How hard is she capping?
That is like 120% cap.
Huh?
Riko
What?
was like the most popular person I ever met. Like, I'm serious.
Huh?
Everybody wanted to be friends with Riko.
No?
Like,
What are you talking about?
so many boys were after Riko, and Riko was
Huh?
like such an integral part of like so many clubs. It was actually insane how popular Riko was.
No way! You're capping! What the hell?
I'm not capping. Everybody wants to be friends with Riko, and I think that it's because Riko has a naturally bright and happy, bubbly personality. But the main reason why everybody wanted to be friends with Riko and she was so cool is because of her clout being from Riko Land.
Oh yeah. They okay, that I can tell because they were like, "Oh, true real American. We can practice English on her." Maybe.
Yes.
I don't think that many guys liked me that much though.
Oh.
Huh?
Do we live in the same universe, dog?
I was single the whole time though.
You were single the whole time because you never gave any of them a chance. You would just be like, this guy seems a little creepy.
But that just means I have really good radar, no?
That is true. You have a lot of self-respect. But that doesn't change the fact that you were very popular with the boys. They saw through your otome heart and they wanted to capture it.
Wait, but you also were really popular with boys too.
Not really. I think.
No, what are you talking about?
I have chaos energy.
No, but they like that. They're like, oh my god, this girl, like, she might, like, sometimes she might look like a gyaru, but mostly she's very nerdy. And then remember, there was like all these guys would try to like hang out with you after school, and then but then you would be like, fuck off, fuck face,
It's because they want to copy my homework.
Yeah, but they wanted to hang out and study with you.
I don't want to study with them. I want to study by myself.
Oh my god. I thought this was a Japanese VTuber. I can be Japanese if you want me to. Just kidding. No. Yeah, 私たちが日本語が話せるんでしょ? Yeah? 話せますよ? Yeah? You can speak Japanese still.
私の日本語はとても下手です。
下手じゃないよ. Oh wait, there's one thing that I will say about her.
アニメから覚えた日本語です。
She's literally acting like this right now, but like when she, you know, like when in an anime, like, or games where it's like the character drinks and then there's like the drunken fist like technique that are all of a sudden they're really good at like martial arts. That happens with Bestie. Bestie, when she drinks and she gets drunk, she starts speaking fluent Japanese. It's crazy.
I guess it is a little crazy, but I embarrass myself.
Like, girl was able to start like girl started talking about Japanese politics when she was drunk. Like I was it was so crazy. And then she would like, and then she'd be like, Riko-chan, 手伝って、お風呂をしたいです. Like I need to take a shower, and then I'll be like, okay, and then she'll start talking to me about Shinzo Abe for like 30 minutes in the shower. And I'm like, how the hell can you speak really good Japanese when you're so drunk? And And then afterwards, she'll go up to me, and then she'll be like, "Oh yeah, Sumi," kisses me on the cheek, and literally passes out. And the next day, she doesn't remember what happened.
It's like Severance, but it's the Japanese speaking part of my brain comes out.
No, but like seriously, you were like, there was a lot of guys that did really like Bestie, because Bestie, unlike me, I cannot really like yell at other people, but Bestie, she can spit bars when she's angry, and I think a lot of men really liked how sharp-tongued she could be sometimes. It was very amazing.
I have ample practice from internet flame wars over the years.
Yeah? Okay. Internet flame wars. Good amount of Yuri. Yeah. Oh my god. That's so funny. Yeah, what else?
Next
Oh,
question.
there's this one, Bessie is
oh.
really smart. So like back in university, for her to graduate, one of the requirements was that she needed to finish her thesis paper, and it takes like a year for her to finish. And then of course she did her work for like the experiment side of it, but she was so lazy with writing her paper. And like for me, it takes me a really long time to form good coherent thoughts and findings into my scholarly papers. But no, Bestie, on the other hand, she would sleep and go, Riko, goro goro shitai, and she starts rolling around. But when she realized, she's like, chikoku, I only have 2 days left. She literally writes a 50-page paper in 2 days. It was crazy. And she got a really good thesis score, almost 100%.
I did that again in my master's degree too.
No fucking way. How?
It helps because I already did all of the experiments, so I knew everything that I had to write. It just had to be on paper.
Yeah, but not many people can form a well formatted and writing style, and it was eloquent enough for people to what, even master's degree, and you had people having to what's it called, peer review your paper? What the hell?
Well, I don't know. I think because experimental work takes a bulk of it, and the writing part doesn't matter so much. I think it just works well. Anyways, being praised makes me feel uncomfortable. Let's go to the next question.
Erai ne. Okay. What's something that Riko thinks she's good, but absolutely isn't? Oh.
I have to think about this. I think one thing that Riko thinks she's good at but isn't is driving.
Hey? No, you're a more scarier driver than me. What are you talking about?
Riko drives like I don't know. Riko sometimes she drives like an 80-year-old grandma, and other times she literally drives like initial D racer.
No, bro, back in Thailand, right? You have to drive aggressively. No?
Yeah, but when you're even when you're in Riko land, you're still driving aggressively, and then other times you're so chill. And I would be like, oh, people behind you are getting mad, which causes you to initial D style drive because you'd be like, oh, you're trying to cut in front of me? I'm gonna get you back.
Oh my god. Now, what is chat going to think of me now at this point? What
You get
about
revenge.
you? What about you when last time I went to visit you and then you literally in your stupid Fiat went and cut in front of the 10-wheeler because you were mad that they were going too slow.
We're going too slow. And I risked both our lives in that incident.
The Southeast Asian, you cannot nani. There's a non-zero chance that you get run over by Riko. No, don't say that. No, you have to. No, I feel like Bestie's road rage is even worse than mine though.
That is true, but my road rage has to be quelled, and I feel like driving a clown car has an advantage of quelling my road rage because I will never win.
Then why would you try to fight them?
I don't fight them anymore. I'm not trying.
No, anymore.
I ain't fighting a suburban mom in an Escalade. She'll go right over my car like it's a tank.
But remember, she said anymore. That meant she did it before. Bro, I remember that one time you got so mad that you opened up the window. You can say "fuck you, bitch." What?
Those are some real gyaru behavior hours.
And now you are now a reformed lady now.
Yes, I am a refined. I know that because of my ethnicity and gender, there's the odds are stacked against me. There's bad public sentiment about my kind of driver, so I try to be courteous on the road.
Oh, okay.
In this country.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Next question. What's one of the most unhinged thoughts that Riko has ever said to you?
Oh, I have to think about this. There's a lot of unhinged thoughts, but
What?
That you have said to me before.
Huh?
But I think one of them is once you asked me if I would ever consider getting a nose job.
Oh, did I say that?
You did, but it was like we were like discussing plastic surgery,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, I never thought about that before because I was raised by parents who are like mega Christian, and they would be like, you were born in God's image and your body is a temple, and any modification you do is an insult to God. And I've never thought about doing plastic surgery before, but having talked to you, even though you've never got any work done, I was like, damn, maybe I should, because we've been watching all these we've been doing all our competitive thought watching on Instagram, and there was a period where I was actually like, damn, I should go get some work done so I can become a beautiful flower.
But you're already beautiful flower. What are you talking about?
A more beautiful flower.
Yeah, but the one that you said you wanted most done was your butt.
That's true.
And then you would literally go on the Stepmaster or do squats every day. I remember this.
Yeah, this was during the time where there were like those like squat challenges. And then we would like, Riko and I would challenge each other to do like 100 squats a day. And then we'd be like, oh, I can't go to the bathroom.
But, okay, I can say something that a unhinged thing that you would say though. You were like, I want my cake to be so fat that if I were to sit on someone's face or fall on them, that it would break them.
It's because there was like this video that I saw of these like Brazilian girls who were like doing a dance, and it was like they literally put their feet on like a guy's like shoulders and then
Yeah!
like bash his face into. I was like, what the fuck, dog?
You're like, I want to break someone's nose. Oh my god.
What is the most unhinged thing that I've ever said to you?
I think that's one of them. The one that you said you
That's
wanted to break someone's nose with your ass. Let's see. Another unhingedness of it. There's so many things you say. How can I top?
I think I'm the most I think I'm the more unhinged person out of our relationship.
It's true. You
I
know,
definitely say a lot of a lot of crazy shit.
would you say that when I first met you, even though I was already very bubbly to begin with, I was very shy to speak my feelings, but you taught me to be more unhinged?
Yes. When I first met Riko, she didn't even curse. She doesn't say shit or fuck or even damn. She would say dang. And after spending years with me, she started cussing a lot and I felt bad. I always felt bad. I was like, oh no, I corrupted this beautiful, pure soul.
I used to say shoot instead of shit.
Yeah, oh shoot. Oh shoot.
shoot.
Oh dang. Oh shit.
The corruption arc.
Yeah, mind break arc.
Oh, what? Mind break? How are you mind breaking me?
I already mind broke you. It's over already.
And now she's Andy and Laylee's streamer. Wait, would you ever play that on your free time?
I have it on my Steam wish list for like a long time now.
I would buy it for you and you have to report to me.
Actually,
think
I think I already have it. I just haven't played it because I need to like be in the binge mood.
Well, you can definitely play it on your Steam Deck.
That Andy and Lele is definitely a example of something that chat said earlier, where the messed up a story is, the higher the chance it was made by a woman. This one definitely applies.
Was it actually written by a woman?
I think so. I think it was made by one person and it was a girl.
Is that the one where they said that they never wanted to be seen on the internet ever again? Or something like that? Oh.
I think so.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I always thought it was a man for some reason. Okay.
No, it's a woman who likes incest, apparently.
Well, you have to tell me what your reaction is, because chapter 3 just recently came out. That's why I was playing a lot of it recently, but it's not actually done yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I think I have it. And I also want to play Needy Streamer Overload.
Oh, I think you might like it.
It's on sale right now. I should buy it.
Yeah, you do like to corrupt people, right?
Yes. I like psychological games. Like when Doki Doki Literature Club first came out, I played it on the first day it came out, and I was like so obsessed with it. I was like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? It's doing stuff to my computer.
Someone says Bestie should be a VTuber and stream it.
Should I? Would you watch? I feel like I'm pretty boring. I'm not good at talking.
You're capping. You're capping. You literally cannot stop yapping when okay, guys, like back then she used to do random live streams, not like video live streaming, but she would do like talk, like kind of like Twitter space live streams, but in Japanese.
No. Riko, it wasn't streaming. It was like okay, I think this app still exists on iPhone and Android on the Play Store, but it's an app called Saito-san, and basically it's like Omegle, but it's voice only, and it connects you to like random Japanese people, and I would just talk to them in Japanese.
Yeah. So you said that you're not good at talking. You talk so much. Okay, so we had our vacation together where we visited her home country in Taiwan. And then it was after a long day of walking, and I finished like taking a shower, and she was in the corner, and she was just giggling. And then I was like, "What are you doing?" And because like she was speaking Japanese, and she's like, "Oh, Riko-chan, I'm using Saito-san," and I'm like, "What the hell is that?"
It's just really funny, and it helped me with my Japanese a lot. I realized.
Yeah, I think you would be a fun streamer, but the thing is, like, you might not have a filter sometimes,
That is true.
so you might get canceled.
Yeah, I'll get canceled so fast.
But you know what?
Yeah,
I actually no.
Watch
There's
for
a lot of
run.
but there's a lot of people who would watch you either way for edgy humor, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'll talk about I'll talk about my favorite topics.
Yeah.
Politics, true crime,
Mm.
and current events.
Ooh, you gotta be careful, bro.
That is true. I do have to be careful. But I am Canadian, so it's like not that bad.
Okay. Moving on. Okay. Hello. I was told to be. Oh, wait. Actually, I think we finished. Did we finish? Or
I
no?
think so. That's the last question.
Yay! Yatta! Anyways, did you have fun?
We did it. I did have fun.
Canadians unite. I'll subscribe, bestie. See, I could help you out if you ever want to do it, but then I don't know. But knowing you, you'd be like, it's cutting my time of goro 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 goro.
Yes, I need my goro goro time, and also I have a full-time job.
That's true. Well, well, you've always talked about you wanted to do content creation, right?
Yes.
Somehow.
Yeah, but I also I have this feel where I'm like, oh, I'm not funny or interesting. I should do an improv workshop. And
Really?
I
You did
started
that?
having this idea like 5 years ago, and during the time it was COVID, so I
Oh.
never did my improv workshop, and I still haven't. But I was thinking about it again because I was watching the rehearsal on HBO, and I was so impressed by how good the actors were, and so I'm like, I should do an improv workshop again.
Wait, were you a drama kid in high school or no?
Yes, I was a drama kid. I was a drama kid and I was a band kid.
Oh my god, double
I am
the
I am the
nerdiness.
worst. I was a drama kid, I was a band kid, I was in Model United Nations, and I was in debate club.
Oh my god, oh my god, bestie, you are literally the
A nerd?
opposite of me. I was literally a proud member of Go Home Club because I was so angsty, and I thought that school stuff was cringe.
I also
Surprisingly.
thought that school stuff was cringe, but I feel like I had to, there's this in The Sopranos, there is a concept called alexithymia, which is when people have a condition where they need to be constantly doing something, and that's me. I need to be constantly doing something. But the older I got, the more goro goro time I needed. So eventually my need to do something is need to sit on the couch and eat Doritos.
What a mood.
Yeah.
What's your Doritos flavor of choice?
Well, I really like sweet chili heat, but
Ah.
I can't eat Doritos often because it makes me fat.
I like the Cool Ranch one. That's very
Really?
delicious. Oishii. me see.
Oh, Cool Ranch. Cool Ranch is kind of a boring flavor though.
Huh?
In
Really? You think so?
yeah, in French it's called zesty mordant,
Zesty Mordant?
something like
Oh,
that. From
oh.
Trailer Park Boys.
You know, I want to eat more ketchup chips.
I don't. I like ketchup chips sometimes, but I like all dressed chips more. Ketchup chips are too salty.
No, I like ketchup chips. They're so good. I like it more than all dressed chips. Maybe I should go visit you soon.
Is it because it's exotic?
No, because it just tastes like ketchup to me and I like ketchup.
Oh, Chad, I
Exotic?
think you will find this interesting, but
Mm,
Riko taught me one time I was so homesick. I was like, "Oh, Riko, I feel so homesick. I want to make a Thai recipe. Can you teach me how to make something simple?" And
yeah.
Riko taught me to make pad Thai using ketchup instead of tamarind sauce. At
Oh
first, I
yeah,
was like, what the fuck? That is sacrilege. There's no way it would taste good. It actually was so yummy. I don't know why. Like, it was almost like the real thing. I never even thought of using ketchup
no,
before
yeah,
for that purpose.
because back then in America, when they didn't have that much imported goods from Thailand, a lot of like most like any worldly cuisine in a different country would have to improvise, right? So Thai people use ketchup to replace tamarind paste. Yeah. Rico Americanizing her own culture. It wasn't me who made it. It was other people who did it.
Rico, did you know there's this conspiracy
Hmm?
that in the 70s, a lot of Thai restaurants started popping up in North America and in Europe because the Thai government was giving money to Thai people to spread Thai culture.
They're doing that now. You never heard of it?
Yeah, I never heard of it. I learned about this recently and I was mind blown.
Yeah, they're doing it now too. I forgot what the program is called, but a lot of like Thai restaurants will have like a or like new Thai restaurants will have like a kind of like a nameplate next on like a title plate under their restaurant name to show that it's like an approval that they are like funded by the Thai government to spread Thai food for Thainess and stuff.
That's crazy. I need to look
Yeah.
out for that.
Yeah. But like but Papa Kumae when he opened his restaurant back then, that never existed for him. For him. Yeah. But yeah, they just recently did it. I don't know how much money they will give you to start your initial capita and stuff like that, but it happens. And now statistically, I last checked that there's more Thai restaurants globally than Chinese restaurants now. Did you know that?
I did not know that. That is surprising.
Yeah. Yeah. Thai food is good. Yeah, it's very delicious. Thai spy. Wait, but we didn't talk about your ethnicity, right? Because even though you were born and raised in Thailand, you're not ethnically Thai.
No,
Yeah.
I am from semiconductor land,
Which is?
Taiwan, which is not part of China.
You're from the country of people that makes the GPUs, right?
Yes, I'm from IRL Arrakis. We make the spice. We make the spice that make technology go brr.
Yeah, but too true though. Yeah, but it was very interesting because like your upbringing is like you were born and raised in Thailand, so you're like to me you're Thai to me because like of like the way you talk, like your accent is like actually like native, like I have like a little bit of an like American accent when I speak in Thai, but Bestie on the other hand is like she sounds so native when she speaks in Thai, and her actions are very Thai too. But the only thing she's not Thai, of course, is like her like her actual ethnicity, and she's
My
not Buddhist.
appearance.
Yeah. Mm. Your parents are also really like good at speaking Thai too.
Yes, but they have a very strong Chinese accent.
Yeah, I love your parents though. Your parents are so cute. Yeah.
They are very cute. My parents are so sugoi kawaii desu.
Do your parents love me?
Yes, they call you their daughter.
I can't get enough of that. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of get sad though, because recently your dad hasn't been sending me his Christianity propaganda to me.
It's because they're in Spain right now. They're using up all of my inheritance money going on vacation.
What? What the hell?
Yeah, they've been in Spain for like over a month already.
Oh my god, they're like living their best life. But your parents are like they're so adventurous and hella healthy. Like her parents are like really into like marathon running.
Yes,
And
and
such.
recently they were doing the Camino de Santiago, which is like a pilgrimage route where you walk from Portugal to Spain. And they just told me today that they made it to the what is it? They made it to like the big cathedral where it starts from.
Whoa, that's crazy. Wait, I thought your dad kind of retired from running.
No, they're still running.
No, but didn't you say that your dad kind of like stopped running because of like due to health reasons or something like that, and he was been
Well,
cheering your mom on?
my dad has a lot of ideas. He
Mm.
would be like, I'm gonna quit drinking. I'm gonna stop running. I'm gonna go vegan. But
Yeah.
even though he captures elements of each thing, like he is vegan from Monday to Friday, and he only drinks he doesn't drink any alcohol except for Saturday and Sunday.
Her dad is like such a heavyweight with drinking. It's crazy.
He's an alcoholic, but a functioning one, which makes it funny. Anyways, they're super healthy. They run marathons, and they're just extremely high functioning people, and it makes me feel bad because I'm like, these are my parents. I'm just supposed to be like them. That ain't happening.
I think my mom got inspired by your parents because recently she started becoming vegetarian but not from Monday to Friday. She only does vegetarianism from like from Sunday to, or no, it's from Tuesday to Monday. No, it's not Tuesday. Sorry, it's from Monday to. Actually, okay, sorry. She does it almost for the whole week except on a Tuesday, because that's her day off, and that's when she starts eating meat. And she was like, oh, Bestie's parents are super healthy, and they look great for their age. So I will do the same thing too.
Aw.
Yeah.
I'll give you the book that my dad read that he said changed his life. Your mom can read it too, but it's only in English. I don't know. Maybe they have a Thai translation.
Maybe. Oh, chat's asking if you're single.
Oh, Riko, you can answer this question.
Oh, okay. She's happily married to me.
That's right. We're in a Yuri relationship.
But she also has a caretaker, I guess.
Yeah, I have a wrangler.
French fry. French fries are just potatoes, but there are no problems there. Okay. Yeah, she has a when I'm not there recently because of our long distance relationship. She does have a handler. Yeah. But yeah, they take a good care of you, right?
Yes. They make sure I take all my pills and that I don't hurt myself.
What? What the hell? Eh?
And that I behave like a functioning member of society to the public.
God. Would you consider yourself Manhera?
I don't think I'm Menhera. I think I'm more like I think I am Menhera when I'm PMSing, but other times I am Dere Dere.
Mm.
And while I'm having my period, I'm Tsundere.
Tsundere. Your tsundere
Yeah.
sucks, bro.
I know. my tsundere is mostly being very naggy and being like, oh, I feel so annoyed with everybody and everything, and I wish I could just be taken care of.
This is
And
literally
being passive aggressive.
she taught me to be a nuisance when there's this one time where it's me, bestie, and her handler were there, and she went up to her handler and she went, "Handler, hungry, hungry, hungry." Hungry, 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 handler, hungry. And handler's face was like deadpan the whole time. So I learned that that I adopted that language, so I use it on chat sometimes.
But it did work, right? I did get fed.
Yes, it's true. I just have to be nuisance to chat, and chat somehow listens to me, I think.
Sometimes you just need to get to the point.
Yeah. You were girl bossing, huh?
That's right. when you gotta girl boss all day long, and you gotta girl boss one more person, it's better to just get right to the point. Get it over with.
Okay, well, I have another question for you. So, let's say you were really interested in streaming, like would you rather be a VTuber or would you rather be a flesh streamer, like a face cam streamer?
I have really low self-esteem, so I wouldn't stream my face.
Oh,
But
okay.
I am also very technologically stupid, so I don't think I'd be able to do VTubing either. So there has to be a happy medium where I think I could stream with my cat as the avatar,
Cute.
and I'll just like stream with my cat,
Uh-huh.
or I can like there's this YouTuber named Think Before You Sleep where I
Yeah.
can just like talk and then just have like boomer images of stock photos of like nice scenery.
Yeah. Okay. That could work. But if you were to I'm sure that ever since I became a VTuber, you had a thought of what you could have been online. So if you were to design your own VTuber, what would you want to be?
If we want it, you know what? There's a lot of VTubers. Well, I guess most VTubers are based off of animals.
Mm.
And because my favorite animal is the cat, if I wanted to be an animal VTuber, I would be a cat but
Okay.
but like a Siamese cat. But
Oh.
because there aren't that many VTubers that are like I guess other objects that are not animals. Well, I guess animals are not objects, but you know what I mean. Like, you know how Kantai Collection is like cute anime girls that are ships?
Yeah, there are a lot. There are some, like my friend. Right,
Oh,
my friend is a boat
really?
VTuber. Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
You can literally
I,
be a microwave if you wanted to.
oh, can I be a train VTuber?
Yeah, you can if you wanted to.
A train VTuber.
Yeah, you could be
Yeah.
one. There's like some people who are dressed up as like train conductors.
What
You
about
know?
washing machines?
Yeah, you could be in a washing machine if you wanted to.
Washing machine VTuber. I wonder
Yeah.
how you would design that. It would be like a Teletubby, but instead of having a TV for your stomach, it's like the wash drum.
You'd be surprised how creative people are. There's been some people who are a trash can. The other day I saw one person who's a golden slime. And
Golden slime. Were they
Yes.
like a cute anime girl golden slime?
No, they were
just
literally a
slime?
blob, a gold blob that was rendered through a 3D thing, and it can talk.
That's funny. Actually,
Yeah.
this idea in chat is funny. A vending machine says Kshin172.
Yeah, do you want to be a
And
vending
then
machine?
Crocodile Alligator says if someone subscribes, a can drops. Actually, that's a very creative idea.
But people would have to push your buttons.
That's true. What if I don't want to be touched?
Yeah, you have to think about that. That sounds like a very lewd concept, don't you think?
Yeah. And I have to react. I have to sound react every time someone pushes my buttons.
Maybe you want to do that.
No, I think that would be too devilish for the general public's ears.
Hmm. There's contactless vending machines now. Oh, that could work.
Hank Hill VTuber. Oh, that is awesome.
You want to be
I
Hank
wish
Hill?
I wish I thought of that first.
You could do that.
Hank Hill VTuber. Peter
Yeah.
Griffin VTuber?
Yeah, there's some people who make free models of anything. Usually.
What if I was JD Vance meme VTuber?
No! The one that killed the Pope?
Do you remember to say please? That's why the Dalai Lama canceled meeting with him because he didn't want to die too.
What's hot? What the heck? Her becoming JD's Vance VTuber. Why is that hot? That's so crazy. That's actually really crazy. No, I don't want you to be a political tuber, but oh wait, you do want to talk about politics.
But my idea of politics is that we live in a clown world and it's literally just free entertainment. But sometimes it's sad because it actually affects our lives.
Maybe you should be a clown VTuber.
I should. I'll be a clown VTuber. I'll have the red nose and everything.
It'd be cute. I think it could be cute. You can totally make it super cute or very lewd if you wanted to.
Oh, I can be I can show off my clussy. Bust open that clussy.
Do you want to? I'm not gonna
No.
judge you.
No.
He's regret. The voice of regret. Classy tuber. Bestie bringing back the classy. What? Who in the what? The
The political Clussy tuber. That's gonna be my channel name.
I will never collab with you ever again because I know because you already know I don't even talk about politics in general. you know, like back in when we first met each other, like talking about politics in Thailand is very taboo because it could get you to jail. And like Bestie, for some reason, had a fun time fighting with people on, was it Facebook? About Thai politics and stuff. That your dad got so scared and was like, delete your Facebook right now.
Yeah, I had to delete my Facebook. Oh my god, remember Facebook? Haha, we're such hags. Old people. Boomer alert!
I hate you. I hate you so much. Honk, 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 get pranked, get pranked, get pranked.
Get pranked, get
bestie, lom chow. Is that correct? Do you read it?
I don't know. Yeah, it looks like ลมเจ้า but แต่ว่ามันแปลว่าอะไรไม่รู้อ่ะ
I think it's that you criticized the royal family, maybe. You did though.
No, I did not.
You didn't? Okay.
I didn't. I didn't say anything like that. 100%.
Okay, I believe you.
But I said something bad about another very political force.
Yeah. Did you actually regret doing all of that though back then?
Well, no, because as the years progressed, it turns out that a lot of young people agreed with me to the point where they actually took to the streets in mass protest. So I was right all along.
But let's say it was back then and it happened, would you actually go on the streets?
No, because I'm a coward.
Okay, fair enough. I would be a coward
I wanted
too.
to sit at home and play Dota.
.A.
That's right.
You were a huge Dota player.
Yeah, and I played on Southeast Asian servers, so that's how you know I'm actually a good Dota player, because I had to navigate that minefield.
Would you still do it now?
No. I can't. I can't play online games because there's such a time sink. And because I have an obsessive, addictive personality, I only allow myself to play games with a clear ending, or else they'll never end, and I'll become a loser neat.
Did you ever like play League?
No.
Do you hate League players?
I don't hate League players, but I did always feel a sense of elitism because even though I've never played League, I heard that Dota is harder than League. So it would be I would think of it like, oh, I'm playing like chess while they're playing checkers and I'm smarter than them.
Damn. Okay, Miss Elitist. How are you feeling? Are you tired yet, or are you good?
I'm getting a little bit eepy, but I'm still good.
You're still good? Let me know when you want to end it, so I'm like,
okay.
I'm okay with whatever.
Unless chat doesn't want to hear my voice anymore, then I'll leave.
No, I think chat really enjoys your banter. Dota players are League players minus the pretty ladies.
That is true. That is true.
Well, have you ever? What is a game that like an online game that you were curious to play, but you just stopped yourself from playing because you know that you would get addicted recently?
So not recently, but back in the day, I really wanted to play World of Warcraft,
Oh, wow.
but yeah, I really wanted to play WoW, but because I didn't want to spend money, I never played WoW.
Mm.
And then when WoW Classic came out, I wanted to play it, but then I remembered that it had been decades since the original form came out, and Blizzard was having so many issues with their servers, and also they're an evil company, so I
Yeah.
just never played it. But if I could be in middle school again, I would, but like as an adult, but like
Oh.
2004 or 5, I would play WoW.
Oh, interesting. Okay, okay, okay. Um, okay, so like it's more like is WoW like an MMO game more, right?
Yes.
Or
And
oh,
I remember because it's like a subscription, you had to pay for it.
uh-huh.
Uh a lot of people were like it's like a safe space for people because there are no children because you had to pay.
That's kind of true. Wow, everyone's
Oh,
asking to
actually,
mm?
there is a game that's recent that am curious in playing, and that's
Mm.
Elder Scrolls Online.
Elder Scrolls Online. Let me look at it. Were you into playing RuneScape?
I never got into it because I thought that the graphics were too bad.
Oh, I let's see. Oh, interesting. It looks like a very like knightly type of game. Hmm. I play WoW. Honestly, it's more like a sunken fist fallacy at this point. Thoughts?
What is a sunken fist fallacy?
I don't know.
But
Children steal credit cards from their parents.
absolutely they do. And they play gacha games with that. They roll gacha with their parents' credit cards nowadays.
Oh
Oh,
wait. Yeah.
sunk cost fallacy. Okay, that makes more sense.
Hmm. Yeah. Wait, did you ever play Fantasy 14?
No,
No.
but I have heard good things about it, and
Mm.
I know that Final Fantasy 14 has a dedicated audience, but I think that my desire to play MMOs kind of just diminished over time because it's just such a time sink. And
Yeah.
sure, you make friends and stuff playing video games, but I just can't justify sinking like 1,000 hours in a game
Mm.
anymore.
Mm. So what are games that you like playing? Well, actually you did talk about Red Dead Redemption, but like what's like a game style that you usually like to play in
I like
general?
RPGs.
Okay.
I like
RPGs.
RPGs and action RPGs because I feel like I'm a person who enjoys story, and how much more story can you get? Like, oh, I mean, how much more can you get immersed in a story than like uh, me no English?
You
Like,
know
you
English.
can't get more immersed in a story than actually literally becoming a main character.
Oh. They
And
chat asked, yeah, Western
I
or
like more
Japanese.
Japanese RPGs because usually they have better stories. Western RPGs are like I tried playing Baldur's Gate and I just couldn't get into it because it's like that whole I guess
D&D.
I'm just I think yeah, it's like more as you like select the path and the amount of choices and storylines that you can possibly get just like turn me off because
Too
it's
much
just too
choices.
much. Yeah, too much
Ah.
choices. Yeah, yeah, and also Western ones are more self-insert focused. That is true. That's why I don't really like them as much. Like,
Mm.
now that I think about it, I liked Red Dead Redemption so much because, like, I am just John Marston. or I'm just Arthur Morgan. Like I don't have to like choose and make my own character.
So you're just LARPing as
I can just
as
I
that
can
character.
I can just LARP as a hot guy.
Oh. Do you like horror games?
I like watching horror games on YouTube. Like I like the Let's Play long cut no commentary
No, but like would you
videos
play it
of horror
yourself?
games, but I can't play it myself because I'd get too scared. I'd be like,
Okay.
no, I don't want to go down this hallway. I think I'm gonna stop now.
I think you would have a really good reaction if you played it on stream. Maybe.
Oh, Koda Kujira. I haven't played Metaphor, but I have the special edition currently on my shelf.
Ah.
So I just need to find time to like, I need to find a solid like 5 days where I can just like get really into the story. But I haven't been able to yet. I've been kind of busy.
Her handler is like a really big like retro like game collector. Do you play any of their games? Or no?
I haven't played any of their games, but I did play. Well, I did actually. I played Final Fantasy VII for the first time during COVID, and it was like the original on PlayStation, with where you like take 5 steps and you get a random encounter.
Yeah.
And it was like really good. Like it's like I thought that I knew all of the spoilers, but I actually didn't know the biggest spoiler of them all. And it had been like 25 years since it came out at that point.
Oh. Wait, didn't they have a remake recently?
Yeah, they did have a remake, and I watched Handler play it, and I couldn't play. I just couldn't, because like it looks so difficult. Because not only is it an action RPG, it also has like a turn-based element, which just looks too difficult. I'm really lazy when it comes to video games, and I'm not very dexterous. I don't have good dexterity with the controller. Like I can't play platformers. So if there's like stressful parts, I'm just like, I can't do this.
But you also really like visual novel games too, right? Usually.
Yes, I love mashing A. I love mashing A for 60 hours.
True that. What is your favorite VN?
My favorite VN? Actually, I don't think I have one.
You don't? Oh.
There's not one VN that like sticks out in my mind that, oh my god, this was so good. I play a lot of yaoi VNs too, so scary.
Oh, so scary. So scary.
Very scary.
Well, if we could do a Riko and Bessie horror game play along, maybe. If I ever come visit you again, we could probably do a
yeah,
collab.
I will
That'd
scream. I will scream. I'll be so scared.
I'll make you control everything, and I'll scream with you.
Okay.
That'd be funny.
I still have like 6 days left of vacation time, so feel free to come anytime.
Do you think I could use Handler's computer to stream?
You have to ask them, but I'm sure you could.
Handler. Which one is the top? Oh, what do you think? Wait, yeah, Bestie, who do you think is top or bottom?
I think I'm top because
no, you're not.
I feel like I think I'm top because I have an assertive personality.
What are you talking about?
But I can also be really shy, so maybe I'm bottom. Maybe we can switch.
Okay, fine. Because like being top all the time is tiring, right?
Yes. Also, no, I didn't watch Given, but I really want to. Like, I have the local library here actually has every single volume in the library system. I don't know why. maybe there was like a Fujo who like ordered all the yaoi, like all these yaoi series, but like there's literally any BL manga series that's been localized in North
Oh,
America you can think of. The library system has it. Like it's so bizarre.
oh wow. Huh. Well, yeah, you're a really big book reader recently. I feel like back in college you weren't really much of a reader, but recently you've been more into books.
Yeah. I was always into books, but I think during college because I was trying to like fit in with everyone else,
Hmm.
I just like stopped reading, and also because I had brain rot from using my smartphone all the time.
Riko cannot convince me that she's not a lesbian. uh,
Riko
lesbian
is a very
honest.
Riko is a very touchy-feely person. Whenever we're together in person, she always hooks her arms around me.
But you do the same thing to me.
That is true. We're touchy-feely with each other, and we've seen each other's naked bodies at the onsen in Japan and at the Korean spa, where the aunties shame you.
Hey, well, you can't really say you're best friends with someone if you haven't seen their naked body, right?
That's right.
Right? You know what? The first time we went to onsen together, and then you were like, after knowing you for this long, it took us this long for us to show our bodies to each other. Yeah. Yeah.
It was also the first time that I realized that everybody's body is different.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
But now you're not shy to go to these things anymore, right?
No. It's because I've become a hag. My sense of shame has flown out the window.
Throw out the window. Eh. So nanda. 1 second. My cat. Does your cat sometimes go on your PC?
No, I have a laptop.
Oh, that's
But
right.
my laptop is like always folded up, and I use a desktop dock. But my cat likes to jump on my table and scream at herself because I have a picture of her as my wallpaper.
Aw, that's so cute. Was Bestie disappointed in Rico's body? What?
No, Riko has a great body.
Wait, can you settle to chat that I'm not flat chested?
Oh, Riko is definitely not flat chested. Riko has bigger boobies than I do.
Mm-hmm.
Riko's got that.
First.
Riko is not a petanco, even though she has the flat chested smug anime girl tsundere personality.
Noted. See, everyone's thinks I'm. Some people were so rude and said that my breast concave in.
If Riko was a anime character, she would be voiced by Rie Kugimiya.
No, you're just saying that because she's your favorite voice actress. You're so funny. Read what I wrote.
Where the aunties do what? Oh, I think this is in reference to Korean spa.
Yeah.
So if you go to Korean spas in Riko Land, there will be these Korean aunties that like you can pay extra and they scrub you down with like the most painful exfoliating I don't know, is it like cream? Is it like sand? I don't know.
It's
like
a
they scrub.
Yeah,
or
it's like a mitten, but like they scrub
like
you.
a loofah.
Yeah.
And then like I never paid for it myself personally, but I can hear them talk to their clients when I'm there, and they just literally body shame them. They'll be like, "You need to use moisturizer. Look at all these skin flakes that came off of your skin."
Wait, didn't you get scrubbed once? No.
No, because it was like I was scared because I was watching all the people who paid to get scrubbed down, and the aunties were using so much force. I was horrified.
Mm.
I was like, oh no, I'm gonna turn red like a lobster.
Yeah, I think you would turn to a lobster because you're very fair skinned in general. So
Yeah.
sounds nice. Same way how I love having an old Asian woman jumping on my back. Oh, massage wise, do you like massages? Usually.
I do like massages, but I realized that if your massage doesn't hurt, it's not doing anything.
Oh really? Huh.
I like massages where you finish and then the second day you're like super sore. But then after the soreness goes away, you feel like your muscles have finally relaxed.
Mm. I see. I see. Well, yeah. Thai massages are usually the best, and plus they're cheap too. Usually.
That's true.
Yeah. If, in Thailand though, not in the western side of the world. Hmm.
Yes. But I don't. Do you like massages? Do you like foot massages, Riko?
I hate foot massages. I don't like people touching my feet in general. I feel like the feet area is so ticklish for me that like, and even if they start massaging me and it's not in the ticklish form, it hurts a lot for me and I'm in pain most of the time. No. I hate what about you? Do you like feet massages?
I feel like the first few minutes I have strong urge to kick, but
Mm.
if I get over it, it can feel better. And you know when they like oil up your feet and they start rubbing it, sometimes it's like, oh damn, getting freaky, huh?
Oh, getting freaking huh? Okay.
Getting freaky, huh?
Huh.
You lubing up my feet?
Oh my god, that's crazy. Team of granny scrubbing ya footsies. Oh my, I really just don't like even if I go for like a manicure or pedicure in general, like I hate doing pedicures because they're like they scrub you and everything and it's just so ticklish for me.
Yeah,
I
I
get
feel you.
yeah.
I don't
My
even
god.
like those foot baths that they give to you if you like do the spa pedicure.
Yeah, true. I don't like it either. But then again, we're not the type of girls to really get our nails done usually.
No.
No. It's like for us, we're just like once in a blue moon, if it's like something very special, then we would get our nails or our nails or toes done. Yeah.
Getting your
Usually.
nails done is expensive. It's like $50 at least.
Mm,
If you want to get gel nails, it's like $70.
totally expensive. I don't know. Yeah. Damn poor nails. When I was young, my brother and I getting feet massage in the middle of the street in Thailand felt like kings surrounded by several aunties. Oh, and it's cheap too, usually. Like, like in Rico Land, if you wanted like a full body massage for like an hour, it's like over $100, USD. But in Thailand, if you wanted to get a massage, it's like 50, maybe even less sometimes for an hour or more. Yeah. They love them blonde boys. You have pretty privilege in Asia, I see.
It's true.
It was cheaper than the taxi ride I took to go there. Oh, yeah. I don't know, how much is a massage for you in Canada?
Well, the lady that I go to, she's a registered massage therapist, and she charges $95 Canadian for 60 minutes.
Oh, if
But
it's Canadian dollars, it's even more expensive in USD.
Yeah, well, but luckily I have health insurance, like private health insurance that covers it, but it only covers like 80%.
80%? I see.
Yeah. And
Mm.
this is awkward when I get massages. I really hate when the massage therapist doesn't shut the fuck up. Like, can I not just enjoy myself and be quiet and not have to like talk or think?
There should be an option for that, right? Where it's like,
Yeah. And you shouldn't have to tell them too. You should, in the ideal world for loser introverts like me, I
you're
should
not
be
a
able,
loser.
if I'm getting a haircut or getting a pet, or like if I am the type of person to get nails done or like have to get or like get a massage, like any type of service where
Mm.
you're being served by one person for a long period of time, there should
Yeah.
be an option where you can just like select no talking.
True. It's like I don't. You have Uber, right, in Canada or no?
Yes.
Yeah, like sometimes you can like put in the option of like you don't want
Oh yeah, no talking.
no talking at all. Wait, in Canada, well, do you guys have driverless car services?
Waymo?
Yeah, do you
I
have
don't
that?
think so. I don't think so, but I also live in the boonies,
Mm.
so we don't have anything here. But even in big cities, I don't think they've started doing that here yet.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm too scared to use a Waymo. But when we went to Vegas together recently, well, recently meaning like over like 6-7 months ago, there was a lot of driverless taxis, right? You've noticed?
Yeah, they have the big spinny things on top.
Yeah. We should have gone to one for just to experience
We
it.
we should have gone to the what is it, the Hyperloop,
Yeah, we should
where
have
it's
done
just
that.
like a tunnel with a bunch of Teslas.
But then again, we didn't we walked the whole time when we were in Vegas.
We walked the whole time and we all had COVID.
That's true. We were super spreaders.
Yeah,
Hey,
were
we
super
didn't
spreaders
know
up and down the
though.
strip.
Like we didn't know that we had COVID though. That's the thing.
No,
I
and we
actually
still
I
didn't
didn't have
know.
COVID. I just got a regular cold.
Yeah, I
Wait,
wonder. I never tested, so I don't know what I got, but it felt like really bad. Like I felt like so sick for 3 days.
wait, did I get COVID? Maybe I did. I don't remember. Chat, do you remember? Did I get COVID this last year or the year before? Because I remember I did like show you guys like my test before. You guys remember? Best brothers. Yeah, but like but it was kind of crazy because like maybe you had it twice. I did have it twice. I just don't remember the second time. I don't remember if I got it in Vegas or if I got it like before that. I didn't remember you getting one. It was sure. You sure it was a COVID tester? Oh, you think I was preggers? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm actually a mother of 5.
A mother of 5. A single mother who works 3 jobs.
A single mother. Wait, that's do you know that song?
You're a survivor?
I am a survivor. Those poor kids. Hi, chat. Hi, welcome in. How would a lesbian have kids? Why does everyone think I'm a lesbian? Is it because I read Yuri? That's it? Well, yeah. I'm super lesbo for my girl right here.
She is. Riko loves her friends.
I do. But anyways, like I guess I can be sappy right here, but like you're, for me, like, you're the friend that taught me to stand up for myself. Like, I feel like before I was always a pushover for many things, and I guess I am one still sometimes, but because of you, you taught me that it's okay to speak my mind and be a little bit noisy when I'm mad and stuff.
Well, it's true because if you don't stand up for yourself, who's gonna stand up for you? Sometimes you really gotta do it
It's
on your
true.
own, and it can be scary, but
Mm.
it's like a muscle. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. But also, you need to learn to pick your battles too, which is
That's
something
true.
I only learned recently.
Wait, has there, for you, I'm literally fishing stories from you, but when was it that you realized that I was your bestie? Like, when did I receive
I
bestie ship from you?
I realized that you were my bestie when you were willing to skip school to go have food with me, to go eat all you can eat hot pot with me.
Yeah, because I
And
ended up becoming
and
a
then
delinquent.
we were talking about anime and and ratchet TV shows.
Oh, that's when you awarded me bestie status.
And I could I could talk to you about anything and tell you about anything and all my unhinged ideas, and you were not repulsed by it. In fact, you just laughed, which I thought was very funny.
That's kind of true because most people think that she's actually being serious. But
People
like,
think I have borderline personality disorder, which I absolutely do not have. I'm just a little crazy.
she just like she's a reaction queen. She wants to see your reaction to things, outrageous things she says in general.
Yeah, I don't know why. Sometimes I embarrass myself because I just say whatever. People have told me before that I would make a good stand-up comedian, but I really don't think I'm funny at all.
No, I feel like if you try to like force a stand-up act, it wouldn't land great. But
Maybe I'd be better for a sketch show.
maybe I feel like naturally you're just a really funny person, and you don't you're funny when you don't even mean to be funny.
I guess so. And also, yes, I am lactose intolerant.
Oh, you're a subpar human.
I am subpar human.
I've been making fun of chat lately for those who are lactose intolerant. I tell them how much of a second class citizen they are in my channel.
Yeah, I like to drink oat milk, but I also like almond milk.
Yeah.
And my favorite brand, even though it's very expensive, is Oatly.
It's honestly the different levels of copium in different plant milk form.
It is true. And it's really true. But you know,
Yeah.
that's okay because I feel like when I drink plant-based milk, it makes me feel healthy and light, unlike when I drink cow's milk, where it makes me feel bloated and gassy.
Yeah,
And then I
yeah.
fart, and then I have to fart a lot.
But you know what? Like, you saying that is just because you're just coping that you can't enjoy dairy normally because of your lactose intolerance. But like,
Yeah,
if you were
well,
like, but if you were like me, where it doesn't affect me at all, right? I would say that you would, and if you didn't feel that it was heavy and made you gassy, I would feel like you would probably drink dairy more.
probably. I get dairy. Dairy has more protein, and it has what is it? It doesn't have all the additives that go into plant milk that makes it like that prevents it from separating
Mm.
and has to and like control pH and shelf stability and all that stuff.
Mm.
But I don't know. I do like drinking milk. I noticed that if I drink like what is it, like the ultra filtered milk that's usually super expensive, I don't get as gassy, but that shit is expensive, y'all. Dog.
Ultra filtered milk.
Yeah. Where
What's
like
that?
I I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if this is a Canadian thing, but like it comes
Ultra
in like
filtered
usually
milk?
it comes in like a 1 liter bottle,
Huh?
and it just tastes better than regular milk, and it makes me not gassy. But I don't like lactose-free milk because it's very sweet, and I don't like that.
Oh. Okay, okay. I have a question about milk. Let's say if I ever get pregnant and we were in the same room and I offered you my breast milk, would you drink it?
Of course, I would.
Yay, that's true bestie-ship.
I would ask you to squeeze it right into my coffee.
A true bestie. Thank you. Straight from the teat, right?
That's right. You can be my cow.
Wait, bestie, do you know the lore of shaking the moo-moos?
No.
Okay, so you don't use TikTok, but on TikTok there's a function on it where you can do live streaming, and some people, what they do is they'll do advertisements of their streams by doing regular TikToks. And so there's these like thoughts that will be like, oh, chances if you're seeing this TikTok right now, I'm streaming right now, and if you follow me and send me a galaxy, I'll shake my moo-moos for you.
Will you shake your moo-moos for this stream for if you get donations?
Oh, name your price.
Chat, how much would you be willing to donate to Riko for her to shake her moo-moos at you?
No, you're supposed to name your price. Don't ask them.
Well, I'll name my price for how much they should donate in order to see you shake your moo-moos.
Yeah, right here. To be honest, the moo acids don't do that well in with this model. But have you seen my? Oh, thank you. Okay, here you go. Oh, it's not as satisfying. Can I show you my asset that I have for Bunny Girl? This is crazy. Did you see this before? I don't know.
I don't know. Show it to me.
Okay, I'm not gonna be able to wear it because it takes a lot of like prep work to do it. But here, because since you see my screen, let me find it. Where is it? Oh, where is it? I think it's this one. You see this?
The hand?
Oh, no. Do you see? Oh, here.
Oh, I see it. Damn.
Right? You want that?
Damn, girl.
Yeah. Maybe I should put it on you. Oh, but it doesn't look good because you...
No.
Wait, I think I can make this work. Wait. Trust me, bestie. I can make you so voluptuous.
Make me sexy. Make me
Yeah,
hot.
I'll make you so hot. Don't worry. I got you. Let's see. Oh. Wait 1 second. Okay, say something. This would work,
When I
right?
say stuff, is it gonna make me jiggle?
No, I'm piloting it, but I
Make
will.
it jiggle more.
Okay. Wait.
Don't hit on me, silly boys.
Yeah, don't hit on her, silly boy.
Don't hit on me, silly boy.
I get you a lactose intolerant girl
Look
that you can
at
do.
look. There's like a shine to the boob. It
Yeah.
makes it look extra big.
Do you want big boobs like this? In general?
No, I feel like it would hurt my back.
Oh, it's okay. Here,
I'm happy with my flat chest.
Let's
It looks
see.
like I'm thirst trapping by laying my boobs on the table.
Yeah, we like
Like
that,
you know
right?
how girls take photos of their butt by putting it on the counter or on the sink
Yeah.
to thirst trap.
Ma'am, may I private message you, ma'am? Poor handler got his hands full. Nice, man. Bestie is base. Yeah, she's great. She's
I'm
the
not
coolest
as
girl I
base-
know.
I'm not as well. I guess I'm base, but based on what?
Say that
Did
again.
did my joke not land? I don't think it landed.
No. No, it didn't. You want to cry
Because
about
you
it?
didn't laugh.
No. Bro, it's based on the hit novel from J.R. Tolkien. Stupid. She was hoping she was gonna land it, but no, she didn't.
No, it wasn't funny.
Do you enjoy this? You're kind of VTubing right now with a body like that.
Yeah, I got a sexy body. VTubing's all about escapism.
Yeah. Would you want the biggest, fattest tits as a VTuber?
I want big fat tits and I want a big fat ass.
But I feel like you would do a really good like loli type of VTuber.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I have smug tsundere lolly attitude?
I feel like you could.
Oh,
Like, knowing you.
Would I be voiced by Rie Kugimiya if I was the anime character?
You're never gonna let that go away. You love her so
Would I
much.
be voiced by Aya Hirano if I'm a anime character? Oh, this is really showing my age.
It's all about lying to yourself, apparently.
That's true.
Ma'am, please escape from Riko and into my arms, ma'am. Riz. Wow.
Riz.
No, you have to like reject him because you have handler.
No, I can't. I am in a committed relationship with my psychiatric handler.
Man, you should really play Coffin and Andy and Lele. I think you would have a really fun time playing that.
Would I? Would I
yeah.
be like, oh, I wish I could fall in love with my older brother?
Oni-chan, come on, do your cute.
Oni-chan.
No, you usually do a better loli voice in this.
I'm embarrassed.
You got this. Nobody will ever know what you look like.
There's an audience that's listening to me do my fake Oni-chan voice.
Imagine both being Riko the whole time. Nah, she's not. She's wonderfully unique in her own way. Imagine we are not here. Hello, came back from the Philippines, madam, and I am happy. Welcome. Congrats on coming back from the Philippines.
Came back from the Philippines or came back to the Philippines?
Oh yeah, that's true. Which one? Mabuhay or no mabuhay?
No mabuhay.
The RP and you and handler getting up to must be wild.
Wildly wholesome.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Handler will just literally have a deadpan face to you sometimes.
He would just keep playing Balatro.
Oh, have you played Balatro?
No, I want to, but I can't because the Steam library is occupied.
Let's see. Riko's bestie, what are your thoughts on the 2025 Mazda Miss Miata? Stop that.
I don't know about the 2025 Mazda Miata. Is this an inside joke?
No, it's just him doing that. He always does this every stream. But
2025 Mazda Miata.
But Bestie's brother has autism for cars.
Yes, my brother's special interest is cars. Also, the 2025 Mazda Miata looks so stupid. What the heck, though? Why is the Mazda logo inside of the grill? It looks so bad.
I'm gonna look at it right now. I never looked at it to begin with.
It's like, it looks like they have the design element of regular Mazda cars, like Mazda 3 or like Mazda 5, but they
the
put
grill's
it in
so
the
ugly.
Miata, which doesn't work. Yeah, it's so ugly.
You know, like how some when cars, they kind of look like they have faces and stuff? This one looks like
Yes.
it's a mouth breather.
It looks like, you know what the logo on the 2025 Mazda Miata, it kind of looks like the snout for a pig. So the car itself, the car face and the eyes, the headlight that looks like eyes, they kind of look eepy. So it just makes it look like an ugly bastard in a dojin.
The ugly bastard car.
Yeah.
This is the ugly
dojin,
bastard
yes.
car.
Yeah,
Look at the rear lights. Apparently,
it looks like a dog weenie. Let's see. I think you have to show it on your screen for your viewers to see.
no, I don't want to give him the satisfaction.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the rear lights actually do look like, they don't look like dog weenies, but they are very ugly. I don't understand why they did it like this.
You should
I
ask.
mean,
You should ask your brother what he thinks.
The Miata is already a vehicle for losers, anyways.
Oh, yeah. Is that what your Oni-chan told you?
It's not what my Oni-chan told me, it's what I think, because when you see them in real life, they're so tiny, and they don't look intimidating at all when they're supposed to be like wannabe sports cars, but they just look sad.
What's this? It says
Drive a 2012 Miata, I'll destroy you. To be fair, any car would destroy me. I drive a Fiat 500.
It's true. Like when she picked me up at the airport, I felt like I was going into a clown car because of how comically small it was. I felt like my suitcase was the same width of her car.
Fully unreliable car. Actually, you know what? I haven't had any issues with this car yet, knock on wood. I had to replace one wheel bearing, but that was it. It served me well so far, and I drive it in the winter too.
The girl went on a freaking nationwide drive by herself in the US with her.
Yeah, I drove through the US to Toronto by myself. It was like 3,000 kilometers one way.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It was scary. It was scary. I don't know what I was thinking. I will never do it again. I wanted to go to Warped Tour.
You like invited me and I was like, I don't want to go because I don't want to die.
Yeah.
And you're like, fair enough. Praying for it to go wrong because you a hater. Oh, cry
I'm
about
a
it.
hater. That's mean.
Cry and piss it in your pants.
You're so mean.
Maybe shit a little. Every home occupant should have a Toyota Hilux
Toyota Hilux for maximum occupation. Yes. I I would like to have a Toyota Hilux, and I will mount an AK-47 to the back and pretend that I'm in the Taliban.
Oh no! Basti! Basti, stop!
That's their vehicle of choice.
Okay! Oh man, I love being berated raw. You can't say that I think you were real for that one. Huh?
To be fair though, my current dream car is a Toyota Sienna because I love minivans. I don't know why minivans and station wagons are just so sexy. They're so practical.
Yeah. Do you want? Okay, like, well, how many seats do you want in your Sienna?
I want the 7-seater because I feel like the 8-seater is like not as comfortable as a 7-seater.
Uh-huh.
And also I don't plan on having like 6 kids.
But you did practically lived in one for a month when you had your last vacation.
That is
right?
true. That is true. I drove a Chrysler Pacifica from Canada down to Riko Land, and then to Vegas with Riko, and then to Minnesota for a friend's wedding, and then to Texas, and then back home to Canada.
That's crazy.
And the whole time I slept in the minivan. I van life like a YouTuber.
How out of 10 van life, how many would you give for that rating out of 10?
I would give actually 7 out of 10 for comfort because I had a really good setup. I would give 2 out of 10 for convenience because if you're in a sleeping position, it's literally so hard to get out of the car. And I would give 2 out of 10 for safety because finding a place to park your vehicle overnight requires so much research.
Yeah, true.
Especially if you're in a highly populated area. Like in places like Montana or like Utah, it doesn't matter because it's like mostly safe. But before I found a place to stay in Riko Land, I was literally like so worried. I was like, am I gonna get jacked at night?
But you did kind of get jacked in Vegas though.
In Vegas, yeah, but it wasn't while I was sleeping in there, thank God.
I know, but that was scary though. Like on the last day of when I was supposed to leave back to Riko Land by the airport in the morning, literally the security guard banged at our door to like tell us that her car got like broken into. It was crazy.
It was crazy. And we finally got the insurance payment. Like we finally got our case closed with Enterprise because we had car rental insurance and it was all paid.
Oh, that's good. I'm happy for you.
Yeah. I'm happy too.
What color do you both prefer? Oh, Bestie loves the color teal.
Yeah, I love the color teal and like mint green.
Mint green, that's true. We love mint green.
But now I'm starting to realize that I just love any pastel colors.
Really? Oh. For me, recently, for like products, like electronic products and stuff like that, I've been really into like the white, like a white colored setup type of thing. But if it's like a color outside of white, I gravitate a lot towards like recently like earth tones, I think. But that's just because like I don't know, I think it like blends in a lot. But wearing wise, I wouldn't wear that. And when I think of like earth tones, I think of like like brown or a really dark green recently.
Is it because you're a cottagecore girly?
Yeah, I wish I was a cottagecore girly, but no, I'm not one right now. Riko liking hag colors? Is it really hag colors? I feel like hag colors are like pink and red and
Fuchsia?
fuchsia,
Purple?
magenta, hot pink.
Real hag colors are any colors that you would imagine your aunt that has the butterfly tramp stamp would wear.
Bestie doesn't have any tattoos, but like, would you like if you were to ever get a tattoo? What would you want?
If I were to ever get a tattoo, I would get a tattoo of my cat on my back.
Really?
Yeah, it would be like
Oh.
Yakuza style back piece.
No way.
Of my kitty. Yes. And my cat will look like a tiger, like a traditional Japanese painting.
Yeah, but she would have a penis on her face, right?
But yeah, she would have a penis on her face, and she would have the calico coloring.
I don't know anything about the tramp stamp. Well, I guess you just need to find them, right? They shouldn't be that hard to find.
No.
No.
Or like people with the foot tattoo, like where they have a tattoo on their foot, I don't understand. Or like their ankle.
How do you feel about like the people who go to Thailand to get sakyan?
I mean, if they're doing it the traditional way, good on them, because that could never be me. I can't even get a regular tattoo because it seems so painful. And the people who get tattooed, who get sakyan the traditional way, must have really good pain tolerance.
Oh, totally. Because it's like just bamboo, nail, and ink, right? And they're just hammering it onto the person usually.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
And
bamboo?
people,
Do they hammer it or do they just poke? I don't remember.
I think they do hammer it. They do actually hammer it, and I would say it's like, I think it's a little bit cultural appropriation, but I mean, if the person who's doing the tattooing is fine with it, then it's okay. Tourists are gonna do what they're gonna do, and the Thai economy does depend a lot on it, so they should do what makes them happy.
No. Nuki is like one of the few Thai people in chat.
Oh yeah.
I think like the one person I do think that did it pretty respectfully was like Angelina Jolie, right? She did the whole like went to like an actual like
Yeah, I
famous...
think she started the trend of white people getting sakyan.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I guess so. Sakyan. But
I prefer a silver blue Tesla with white inside with some lavender.
what does that mean?
Silver blue Teslas. Also, I just realized that the reason why so many Teslas are white is because if you want any other color, you have to pay extra.
I thought... Yeah. Well, I don't think the silver is the free color. I think the recent free color is black, I think.
Black and white only? I know if you want a red Tesla, then you have to pay.
It's like another $2,000 or something like that for a red one, I think.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I saw a Tesla with a vintage Tesla pre-Madness edition sticker on it. What the? You know, like
have you started seeing Teslas in Riko Land that have a fake Toyota logo yet?
I have actually, because recently people have been getting like their cars destroyed because of the whole Elon Musk thing.
Did it look pathetic?
Yeah, because like who are you fooling? Yeah. Just France started the trend? Oh, I didn't know that. Bestie, what What's a country you would want to travel with me if we had another vacation, just you and me?
Oh, I want to go to Italy
Italy? Why Italy of all places?
so I can eat food and look at art.
Oh, I do like art. Yeah, that would be fun.
Yes, it would
Yeah.
be a trip where both of our interests converge.
Mm. Yeah, but then again, like, I feel like wouldn't we get? Actually, no, it depends. Cause like, I feel like both of us are kind of clumsy. Wouldn't we get like pickpocketed by gypsies and stuff?
Mm, I guess so, but I think if you wear one of those like security wallets where you have it under your clothes, we will be fine.
Okay, I guess so. It's awful that
Also, the
people are
trick is
destroying. Mhm.
if children come up to you, ignore them
Oh, that's
because it's a
true.
diversion tactic.
Mm. That's true because a lot of like in Europe, there's like those people who try to scam other people by asking for your signature for a cause or something like that.
Yeah, and then while you're doing that, somebody else is reaching into your bag or reaching into your pocket, and you lose everything.
True. With a decoy wallet. That's true. Okay, yeah, you're right. That'd be fun. I want to go to Switzerland with you.
Switzerland would be nice, but Switzerland's very expensive and I'm poor.
Oh, that's true. I'm poor right now too. I'm poor as well. But maybe that could happen someday. We can.
Oh,
can.
you know where
Yeah.
I want to go?
Where?
And I've never been? Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah.
What if we go on a cruise to go to Mexico?
Oh my god, I want to go on a cruise so bad.
Just you and me?
Yeah, and we can go on one of those cruises where it's old people only.
Oh, I think there's Virgin Voyages. I think that's like a really well-known like adult only cruise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of old people on cruises and they're super like promiscuous?
Oh yeah, and they got the upside down pineapple because they're swingers.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? They're just so freaky at their old age.
Actually, not only are they doing it at cruises, they're doing it in retirement homes as well. The old people be freaky as hell, y'all.
Really? Even at
Yes.
in the senior home?
Apparently, there is a epidemic of STDs in retirement homes.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's crazy. I know that like some like elderly homes, they like some old people who have like dementia, they'll end up falling in love with each other even though their spouse who doesn't live in the elderly home are like technically getting cheated on because they lost their memories, right? And they found love with each other and stuff like that. That's sad. Huh.
It is sad, but what can you do?
True. There's a steam paddle boat that gives tours in my part of the state, and my hometown is mini Mexico with weekend block parties. Oh, that sounds nice.
I want to go on a paddle. I want to go on a boat. We should do one of those river cruises in Europe where it costs like a bunch of money, but it's all old people, and they do old people excursions like cooking classes and museum tours and like
fun,
historic
actually.
city walking tours. Yeah, it's fun to us because we're old. We're old people.
Bro, even when we were younger than this, we would still be eating that shit up though.
Yeah. We're spiritually 80-year-old grandmas.
That's true. Oh my god. No, but seriously, we're not we didn't really have a phase of like partying though. Like you and me, not that much though. We didn't really care for that in our like with how long we've known each other. Like,
I think we're more into like art and just like media stuff and culture.
mm, yeah.
And also and included in that is eating.
Yes. Yes. Eating. Yeah. I just really like. I like you and me really like bonded over like cultural, like learning about cultural stuff together and going to museums together in general. And
Yes.
yeah.
I secretly wish that instead of STEM, I
Mm.
studied anthropology or
Eh.
sociology or something that I actually enjoyed.
Oh. But then again, do you think you would be able to go on expeditions for like many months in a year and not really go back home as much?
Actually, that would be really tough. But
Right?
for the sake of understanding the human condition, I'm willing to do it.
You're just gonna leave Handler. Goodbye. I'm gonna go into the I'm gonna go into
I'm going to
the
go study an
pyramids.
uncontacted tribe.
Would you, let's say, you know, like that really dangerous tribe in like the Sentinel Island
Oh yeah, the North
people?
Sentinel Island.
Yeah, let's say like you were the rep, they wanted you to be our rep and go into like be like a peace like leader type of shit, right? Would you do it for the name of culture?
I wouldn't do it because they might get a disease from me because they've never had any vaccines or immunity towards diseases from the outside world. But I would try to give them pictographs so they understand.
Oh, would you give them a nice coconut for to show that you are a peaceful person?
Yes, I would. I would give them a necklace made of shells to show that I come in peace.
And then they start shooting arrows at you. What would you do? Just run?
I would just lay down and die. They would decapitate me.
No, not even like try to run away.
No. I will
You
just
already
resign
gave up.
myself to my foolishness.
COVID-19 all over the island. Yeah, that's kind of true. You're known as a super spreader, right?
Yes. I don't think I could go on an expedition because I wouldn't have sweet chili heat Doritos like I'm eating right now. Mmm. So
You love
delicious.
You love your Doritos so much. But then again, I don't really remember you as a person who eats a lot of chips back in Thailand.
No. Like I said, it's because I was raised in a very healthy household and I have to eat 3 square meals with no snacking. But
Mm.
ever since I started living on my own, I became a total degen. It's a miracle that I'm not 600 pounds.
It is a miracle, huh? No, but your handler is also pretty like health conscious too, in a way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have to make sure that I don't trigger them.
Handler is like super muscular and beefy, guys. Like they are super Chad Grecian god statue.
Grecian god.
Yeah. But you and me are just potatoes together, right?
Yeah, I'm a potato sack.
Can I riz the handler asking for a
Of course,
friend?
you can risk the handler.
But does the handler want you? That's another story. He's made of stone and possibly attracted to men. Oh, I don't know about that.
I'm basically kind of like a man, so I guess so.
Well, you're basically like a man. How so?
Because I like I like talking about man topics. I like researching man stuff, and I think I'm on the spectrum in a manly way.
In a manly way. Okay, got it. Girls don't want me because I need to diversify. Ah, a manly man. She's just a big tomboy all around. Yeah. Bestie is the biggest tomboy I know. It's kind of funny though, because when she tries to be like girly, she'll be like, Riko, how do I do this? Riko. And then afterwards, she's like, she'll be so pretty and girly for one day, and then she goes back to bestie form.
Yes. I wish I could be a girly girl. Sometimes I am astonished by how beautiful and feminine other women are, and I'm disappointed at myself for being so crass and ungirly and unladylike, but then I have to remember that I am a unique being.
So being a girly equals incompetent. Got it.
Got it?
Damn! Is that how you feel?
No?
Yeah.
There's a lot of there's a lot of girly people who are very competent to like a scary degree, like the stereotypical girl bosses. I would say they're feminine, but they're also very competent. But I feel like I'm not I'm not competent to that degree because I tend to self-deprecate a lot, but also I'm not feminine because it's just uncomfortable to me. It's just not me.
Oh God, yeah.
A girly girl in a girly world. Yeah, that's more Riko. Riko is definitely a girly girl.
You think so? I feel like recently I'm not really girly girl though, because I'm back to American Riko.
Yeah, you're back to American Riko. You're not conforming to Asian societal standards, Riko.
Yeah, because like you're like back when we were in Thailand, we would have to wear makeup every day, right?
Yeah, wear skirts.
Yeah, and then if you don't wear makeup, like even like just having a little bit of like, let's say if you didn't like conceal your eye bags, people would literally be like, are you okay? Are you like are you well?
You look very tired.
Yeah. And then yeah, so that would happen a lot. So like we would feel very like forced to like, you know, be more put together all the time. I thought schools banned makeup, not in college.
This was university, yeah.
Yeah. No, we met each other in college. Yeah. I don't know. Guys don't really have to worry about that in Thailand. Most of the time they just have to worry about if they have like money to like to pay for hookers maybe.
Yeah. Oh my god. Or like money to riz girls.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Wait, do you remember back like in Thailand where the boy like our classmates like and how like cringe they were when they fell in love with a girl?
Yes, it's very it's
like
bad.
Like what's something that you would like you feel like it's such a Thai thing for like when a man is like
the constant simping where they follow them around and they hold their purse for them. And then they try to like cater to their every need. I just find that like unattractive. Maybe it's like part of why I like cats, because I like it when they're being honest with me and not just trying to impress me.
I feel like another thing too is that like jealousy, right? With Thai guys, they get so jealous like in the most like smallest thing that you shouldn't be jealous of.
Well, and this is not to offend any Thai males any Thai male viewers, but it's because Thai people cheat on each other all the time. So that's why I understand the jealousy part, because they really may be, you know, their friend really may be not just a friend. You just don't know about it.
That's true. I guess that's true. Yeah, you're right in that thing. But I feel like there's like a lot of things that we like I would notice with like how dating is like so different than like in Western parts of the thing, where it's like, for example, like sounds justified then, oh, but it's kind of really bad in general though. Like it's like really really petty. For example, like they know that you have been like, let's say they know that you walked home with your brother, they would just get jealous of your relationship with your brother, that type of stuff, really easily. Dude in my class cheated on his girl and begged his friend who works at the college cafe to delete CCTV footage. See, that's not something surprising at all, right?
Yeah, that is quite funny. But many such cases, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, that's the odd, unless it's
Unless
Andy
it's
and
Andy and
Layla.
Layla.
You really need to play it. You have to promise me.
Okay, I will.
Or and you should also play Class of '09. I think you would really like it a lot. And you don't have to. Yeah, Class of '09. I think you would really enjoy that the most, to be honest, knowing your humor.
Will it make me nostalgic for high school?
Yeah. You would actually.
Class of '09 games are an anti-dating visual novel.
Have you never heard of this?
No.
Oh yeah.
Instead
So
of
it's like,
playing as some guy magically able to score with beautiful anime girls, the player is the anime girl.
yeah. So
Okay, that sounds really funny.
yeah, and it's full on voice acting, so you barely have to click anything. The only time you do have to click something is like for like options for routes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll look into it. Oh,
Or if not, just watch it online.
Chat says, หาแฟนให้ฉันหน่อย ฉันต้องการ green card.
Okay, let me give you the rundown of Thai men and women who seek green cards in the US. Okay. Have at least $20,000, and then you can literally get a green card for a fake marriage easily. It's true. I see it all the time in Riko land. Who shot ya? Separate the weak from the obsolete. Hard to creep them Brooklyn Brooklyn streets? What? Choy. No, we're not gonna help you. Nope. You know, remember that one girl in our college where she literally got a green card for the US because she did the green card lottery and she's living her best whole life.
Oh yeah, she's like a flight attendant for Delta now.
Yeah. What if I just want to be with you? He says. How do you feel about that?
Wow. You have suitors, Riko.
No, I think he meant to you, not to me.
To me? But that's impossible.
Oh! That's impossible?
That's impossible.
Why? Why is
I'm
it
too
impossible?
Psycho. I talk too much shit.
But I think chat likes that.
Chat likes being abused.
I think they do. Especially if they like Andy and Lele so much.
Yes. Being on an American airline, dangerous job these days. That's true.
He said yes, please. You're not emo enough for her to want to
Yeah, I like emo boys. They gotta have the fringe and everything.
The
In
more
2025.
the more despirited he is, the more she likes.
That's right. I can fix him.
Bring some spice for you. That's dedication. That's what I went to USA and then they make fun of my long Thai name. It's okay. Tell them that it's as long as you're junior, and then they will be very impressed by you. She can fill my hollow shell of once was a man. Wow, how's that feel?
Wow. That's unhealthy though.
My junior is 1/4 inch. Sorry.
The girls call it a stub.
Wow, he just called himself like that. Oh, not just an English name, Apple. Oh my god, that's so crazy. Hello, D. You just admit that. Wait, what? I watch horror movies about people getting tortured.
For their crimes.
Huh? What? Apple is a Hong Konger name. Oh, but Apple. In Thailand, like Apple is a very
the newspaper, Apple Daily.
Oh, really? There is.
That's where they report all the scandalous news.
Oh, but Apple is also a very common Thai nickname.
Yes.
Appan.
Appan.
Appan. โอ้โห น้องปั้นเป็นยังไงคะ New one is piano.
Piano.
I do. What's your favorite?
One time I met a girl named Face, like Nong Face, as in Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, it's funny.
I met a person one time and their name is Narita, like Narita in Japan. And that's because but it's because their parents conceived them in Narita area in Japan.
Not in the airport, right? Or on the plane?
I don't know about that. But they're like Shin Nong Narita.
Not gonna lie, that's kind of cringe.
Right? Yeah, what the heck, right? There was another one it was like there's a lot of like Thai nicknames of people who are like named after different cities or countries because of their parents conceiving them there.
Palit.
Yeah, Nong Frang. Dennis. That's true. My coworker's son's name is Program and Application because he works in IT.
Oh my god.
That's actually really, what's that called? Very campy, those names, don't you think?
It is very campy.
Yeah. น้องโปรแกรมกับน้อง application น้อง app. Yo, shawty, put some 21 Savage. You do it.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account.
Wait, we need you to rap. You love your rap. You're Young Lean.
Young Lean is so old now.
Yeah. Okay. What's that one place that...
Now I listen to Drake because he's Canadian.
No, but people don't like Drake
and
anymore.
He's also old. Yeah, he got canceled because of the BBL Drizzy.
Yeah, because the A minor. They ain't like us.
You a drainer, bestie? Yes, I have a massive drainer. In fact, last year when I went to go see Riko, one of the reasons is because I went to go see Cold Vision's World Tour.
I hated it.
Saw it twice. I made Riko come with me to the Riko Land show, and then 2 weeks later, I went to the show in Houston.
I hated it so much though because like we were in the
But
middle.
didn't you
and
have
then,
fun?
yeah. Yeah. No, it was like I was just not prepared for it because like we
Oh
were
yeah, the
literally
opening
in,
act was so bad. They just brought up some like lame DJ,
yeah.
and like the show didn't start until like 10 p.m. and I was so eepy already at that time.
Can you sing Be Nice to Me?
To be honest, if it's wrong, I don't want to be right. I don't want to talk if you don't want to talk to me. Nothing. I don't want to
Nope.
talk if you don't want to talk to me. Nothing.
You know, at that show, like I was not prepared, right? But we were like in the middle, I think, and then literally we got squished, and then like some person literally put me in a mosh pit that I didn't ask for. So Bestie came in and cussed them out for me, and then they were like, but we just wanted to have fun. Why are you being so mean? And and Bestie yelled at them, being, she didn't want it.
I mean,
so
it's not even really a mosh pit because like I go to a lot of like hardcore and punk shows, and like those mosh pits are fucking scary because they just like do karate kicks in the air and it's like very cringe. But
yeah.
what we experienced at the Blade show was like people are just like pushing against each other in one direction and then suddenly changing direction and pushing it in another direction. And that's just like, I don't even know what that was, but it wasn't a mosh.
The only thing I remember from that show is that one song where it's like, I just want to die. Or something like that. Well, something. I just want to die. Because I never heard a song like that, and I went, "What the? And what are these like graphics happening in front of me?" Right? Because the guy is just like, he looks so disinterested, but everyone in the crowd was so like hype about it.
But that's just him. Yeah. That's how he is all the time. Actually, there's a video of like him at a show on the same tour, but in Germany, and he like fell down from the stage, and he literally got up so quick.
What the heck?
He like fell from the stage, and he got back up on the stage and pretended like it didn't happen. It was really funny.
Oh my god! Blade fans going out are a momentous occasion. Is it? Did you feel like that?
Momentous occasion?
Yeah. Do you feel like that?
Yeah, so. But yeah, well, I don't know. I really like Blade, and I would consider myself a drainer, but I feel like a lot of people who were there were just there for vibes. Like, they didn't seem to like the music or know the music at all. They were just kind of there to be seen. Also, there was no Thai boy. I think he just wasn't on the tour. And when I saw Blade for Train Gang World Tour 2022, there was no Thai boy either because he couldn't get into Canada for whatever reason.
Oh, he was blocked?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Got border patrol?
Visa issues.
They're having so much fun that they'll end up chatting the whole night. I don't know. I'm actually surprised she's still awake at this time. Usually she'd be like, "Oh, eepy, eepy. I go sleep."
I am kind of eepy, but I drank some tea.
Yeah?
So I have more energy.
Oh, man, you guys actually made her awake for once. She would be like, "I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna sleep now. Bye." Maybe we'll experience her falling asleep during the middle of the stream. Who knows?
I'll start yapping and then I suddenly start snoring.
Yeah. He's deported from Sweden? Eh.
That's
She loves
Thai
us,
boy
unlike
got
Riko.
deported from Sweden.
They said that
Oh,
you
he-
love them more than I love my own chat. That may be the case.
I'll be hooked on what like Rico is. Attention?
Huh?
Will I become a big attention whore like Rico?
You really think I'm an attention whore?
I think so, yeah. Because you love my attention. You love it when I give you attention.
Yeah, but you're more needier than I am.
That is true. That is true.
You're
need-
more needier than I am.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm more touchy-feely.
She'll act like she's a like a tsundere, but in reality she'd be like, Riko, I miss you so much, Riko.
But it's true, I do miss you.
Yeah, I know you do. Oh my god, I have emotions. Good night, thanks for coming. That's cute, yeah. But yeah, she'll just be like, I miss you so much. And then she'll like hug me and she go, and then you're like, and then you try to give back the same like attention back, but then she starts biting me. He goes,
It's because I'm your little kitten. I'm your Discord kitten. I'm being your Discord kitten right now.
you are. Can you meow for me?
Yeah, Neko desu.
No, you have to do it with more passion.
Oh, okay.
No, I need it more lewd.
I tried my best. I can't make it rude.
I know you're welcome in.
I'm giving it my all.
I don't know. I feel like that was very half-assed. Get Bessie a
Okay,
better mic.
You give me an example.
No, I don't want it.
You don't want it?
May I come?
E-dog.
But I'm your golden flower.
You are my dog Tong. You're
If
my
you don't know
blooming golden flower.
young. Bob and I. Your handler must have a better mic. Yeah, they do. Handler actually offered Bestie the better mic, but Bestie said no for some reason.
It's because I'm using my laptop and it's like it has only one audio port for in and out, and if I use the good microphone, I can't hear myself.
There should have been
Or I won't be able to hear you.
Doesn't like their mic have a like an audio jack within the mic or no? Or is it one of those
No.
mics where it's like nicer? Or is it an XLR
It's
mic?
like no. They have what is it? They have like a USB mic, an XLR mic, and like a mic where it's like wireless.
Oh, wireless
But-
too.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just a silly girl. I don't know how technology works.
Yeah, you're just a girl. Vtuber.
I'm just a dumb girl.
Vtuber.
I just live my silly life.
Oh my god. It's okay. She just but maybe if chat asks more of you, maybe you would consider streaming. Who knows?
Yes, it'll make me stay up so that I don't sleep like an old lady.
You will give her life again. Give her vitality. Isn't
Yes.
that an honor, chat?
Like seriously, if Riko didn't ask me to do this stream, I would.
Yeah.
It's currently 1:48 a.m.
Mm.
and I would have literally been asleep since like 11
Yeah.
or earlier.
I'm literally waiting for you to be like, oh, I'm done now. I'm good now. But you're
Well,
like,
my
you're strong.
my eyelids are starting to close halfway.
Okay. Well, that's all on you, girl. Where you go? Eepee.
Okay.
You have to do it in your annoying bestie voice when you're like when you want to go to sleep. Be like eepee eepee eepee.
I'm so eepy.
She can make a great guest appearance for whenever chapter 4 of Andy and Lele come out. Oh, would you want to do voice acting with me?
Sure. I can. Who do I get to be? Am I Andy or am I Lele?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah. We can even interchange whatnot. That's fine.
Okay.
That'd be fun. But I think the first thing we'll probably do is you guessing which is a corpo and indie VTuber.
Okay, we can do that.
Until next time, yeah. You good now?
Yes.
Yaho! Yaho! Thank you for the subscription. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you everybody for watching today's stream. I actually think that Bestie really had a fun time because like I haven't seen Bestie this chatty in a very long time with this type of stuff. So I think you probably like sparked some interest within her and everything like that, right?
Yes. I will.
Would you?
I will try to overcome my shyness and my imposter syndrome, and maybe one day I will launch a channel of my own, and then I will ride Rigo's coattails to success.
Okay, that's fine. Wait, would you like to say or give chat any wisdom because of your hackness?
Of my hagness?
Yes, of your hackness. What's your wisdom you should bestow to the youngins on chat?
Okay. Chat. I don't know what your age group is, but in my hackdom, I have realized that what human beings crave is actually not happiness, it's purpose. It is impossible to be happy every single day of your life, but it's definitely possible to wake up with a sense of purpose every morning. So, with that knowledge, live your best life, everybody.
Whoa! Here, you deserve a clap right there. Damn. Suge.
Thank you.
That was great. I really like that. I wasn't expecting you to actually like say something this nice, but wow, damn, so true, bestie. So wise. Okay, well, anyways, thank you again for coming to today's stream. Whenever bestie wants to join in, I guess she'll tell me and whatnot. But yeah, hope to see you guys soon. I will have a new schedule maybe released tomorrow, if not on Monday. So yeah, thanks for coming. Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.